guys.
Time for final thoughts before kickoff, Teddy. We start with you. OU Temple, final thought.
I love it when the defense has an opportunity to set the tone in this football game. Choke them out early. A team like Temple wants some breathing room. They want to feel like they're in the game right away. Stomp on them early and let the offense go to work.
Gabe and Chris downstairs, final thought.
Gabe, as soon as the defense, found out they were going to start things, it was almost like a switch flipped down here on the sidelines. Extreme fire and anticipation from David Stone, Grayson Holton. This defense is ready to go, but as we've talked about, Gabe, a BYOJ game.
Yeah, I think we all think we got one of the best, if not the best defense in all of college football. Those guys running out in the field first, I'm a big fan of that. So, weird environment, but from everything I've seen from this team last night, today, this is a focus group. I'm expecting them to come out and play well for the thing that I'm looking at. The number one thing is run game, but we're not getting a look at the offense first here. We're getting this defense. So, a lot going to be thrown at them. Shifts, motions, communication will be key for OU's defense today.
Well, grab a cheesesteak and some cream cheese and kick back and enjoy this one. For the first time in 83 years, the Sooners are in Philadelphia, Oklahoma, on the road against the Temple Owls. Here we go. Third straight game OU has lost the coin toss, but first time they will start with the defense on the field. But we got to get the kickoff first. Tyler Stewart deep to receive for Temple. OU kicking right to left. And we are just awaiting television to tell us we can get going. Sooners in white, Temple in cherry red. First road game of the season for Oklahoma. Tate Sandell, the lefty, points to his right, points to his left, starts his approach to the football. Total leather, and we are underway in Philly. It's a booming kickoff, a good one. 12th kickoff of the year for Sandell. That's his 5th touchback, and Temple will start on the 25. Their quarterback is Evan Simon, 6'3" senior from Mount Joy, Pennsylvania, a Rutgers transfer who has 9 touchdown passes and only 8 incompletions so far this year. He's been tremendous. And he takes the field now on defense for Oklahoma.
Dolby starting at corner, gentlemen.
Okay.
Kendall Dolby on one side, Cortland Guillory on the other.
Watch the misdirection, something here to take advantage. They know we are a super aggressive defense. They may try and use that against us.
Man in motion left to right, snap. Simon, handoff, and it's smashed. The handoff to the running back, Ducker, and he ran into a wall 1 yard deep in the backfield. Kip Lewis, the tackle. It'll be 2nd and 11.
You got to love Kip. You see him jumping up, going to the sideline. I was watching him before the kickoff and in pregame when the team came out. It looks like it's national championship for Kip.
Pistol formation this time for the Owls. Now they send Ducker, the running back, out. Back to pass Simon. Throws left side, got a man, bobbled and incomplete. Tried to hit his tight end, Ryder Kush, down the far sideline. He tried to fit it in between 2 defenders. Kush hit it in his hand and then dropped it. 3rd down.
Looked like they tried to hit us on that little screen and go concept. You run a guy to the flat, try and draw a bunch of attention there and sneak a tight end up the boundary.
If that would have been an accurate throw, Ted, RSJ would have smashed that tight end.
3rd and long. First possession of the game. Trips to the right for Temple. Tight end right as well. The backs to the left. Simon in the shotgun. Asks for the football. He's got it. Back to pass. Flush to the right. Throws underneath. Caught and spins away and then tackled at the 26-yard line. A short gain of 2 to the back. Jay Ducker, Sammy O made the stop. And the Sooners force a 3 and out on the opening possession. 3 games and 3 straight games OU has forced to punt on the opening possession.
I love the zone coverage there. Really good job by Kendall Daniels, expanding, getting width and leverage on that route. Didn't get outflanked to the flat, came up, just clean up that tackle. Probably has one for a loss there, but great opening series by the defense.
Dante Atten, the punter. It is Isaiah Satania deep to receive on the 34-yard line. 13:47 to go first half. Atten's got the football. The right-footed boot is high and in the air. Backspin. Fair catch called for by Satania and taken at the 33. And that's where John Mateer and the Sooners will begin their day.
Really good job by Satania there. We all remember the muff from a week ago. Caught that one. You know, he muffed it, but some other catches he had were some dangerous ones. Perfect rocker step right there in the chest. That was nicely done by Satania.
Javante Barnes will start at running back. Satania, Burks, and Lewis the wideouts. Kanik the tight end. From the 33, directly in front of us. Now Barnes splits into the slot, so it's an empty set. Sooners going right to left. Mateer in the shotgun. Temple showing pressure. They bring 5. Quick throw. That's Burks. Got it to 35. Turns it up to the 40. Spins away from a guy to the 41. He got 8. Deion Burks' first catch.
I like it. Spread him out. Throw a quick little underneath route. Get Mateer going. Let him get some easy completions. Get that confidence up.
Sooners go tempo on 2nd and 2. Quick snap. Mateer bluffs the throw. Looks across the middle. Caught by Keontaez. First down. Spins away from 2 Owls. And he's able to get forward to the 49. That's another 8-yard gain.
Really nice job. Catch it. Coming back to the football. Makes a couple of guys miss there. Turns upfield.
First down's brought to you by Paycom. Sooners go tempo again. Mateer back to pass again. Deep drop. Looks right. Now he rolls right. Still looking to throw. Stops. Got away from a guy in the backfield. Mateer throws late across the middle. Caught by Kanik at the 40. Down to the 35. What a play. John Mateer kept that play alive, and the Sooners are in Temple territory.
Well, I thought when he spun out, he was going to pull it down and head upfield, but still had his eyes downfield.
Another quick snap, quick throw, caught by Lewis behind the line of scrimmage, went around him into the 30, down to the 26, fumbled it out of bounds. But it'll be Sooner ball, and they get a nice gain again on first down of about 7. Boy, they are going as fast as we've seen them go all year right now.
No, and I like it. You know, it's counterintuitive. We thought they were going to, let's set up the run. Let's get this base run going. Temple probably expecting that too. Well, let's spread them out, go empty, quick, passing game, 100% start this drive.
Ivan Carrion in, as well as Will Huggins. It is 2nd down and 4. Handoff Barnes over the left side. Big hole across the 25. Crashes his way down near the first down to the 23. And they're going to say that's enough for the first down as OU moves the chains again.
Great kick out block by Fabechi on that counter play. Kanik comes around. Timing looked really good.
Really good.
We've had some trouble there keeping the spacing right. That was good. Kanik came around, got a good seal block, and Barnes puts the head down and just plows forward.
If Huggins can secure that second level block a little more, Ted, that's a touchdown, honestly.
Pistol formation, 1st and 10 from the Temple 23. Fake handoff, reverse flip comes to Burks. Temple defended that well, and they trip Deion up way back in the backfield. That'll be a loss of about 10.
Played there. I thought at first Burks gave him a little bit of a stutter. I thought he was going to be able to gain the edge on him, but he lunged and just got that foot to bring Burks down.
Loss of 9. Curly Ordonez, the linebacker. Nice anticipation on that play. So it's 2nd and 19. OU lines up quickly, but now Mateer hits the pause button, and he looks back at the near sideline for Ben Arbuckle. 10:57 to go first quarter. No score. Opening drive for OU. Mateer now back in the gun with Barnes on his right hip. John back to pass. Looking middle. Throws late across the middle. Knocked away, incomplete. Intended for Satania. Broken up in the secondary by the Allen defense, and it's going to be 3rd and very long now for OU. Lewis Fry broke it up.
Mateer tried to fit that one in. There was a little bit behind him. He had to slow down, which helped that defensive back close the gap and make a play on the football there. Would have liked to get that one a little more out front.
OU 48% on 3rd down so far this year. This is 3rd and 19. Got to get all the way down to the 13 to pick it up. Mateer back to pass. They bring a blitz. Steps up, has a pocket, throws. It is caught. Kanik caught it. 25 to the 20, 15. First down. He's inside the 10. It'll be 1st and goal. Mateer found Kanik.
Really nice. Just a crossing route there by Kanik, and usually you get that ball over the football, but he got it all the way out by the numbers.
34 is in trouble for Temple, guys. He is staggered, and they immediately, the eye in the sky said he's off his feet, trying to stay on them, if that makes any sense at all.
That is the linebacker, London Hall. And so they're going to take some time here to tend
Prior
to
to the ball being spotted, we have an injury on the defense.
That was a 23-yard catch and run. Mateer to Kanik. to give the Sooners first and goal here with 10:21 to go.
And just real quick, Toby, because I know they're going to take a TV timeout.
He found a crosser, the late crosser to Kanik all the way out by the numbers whenever he came free. Looked pretty dialed in. The run game has looked really sharp as well.
Sooners in the Pizza Hut Red Zone. Let's finish this drive. Red Zone sponsored by Pizza Hut, the official pizza of the Sooners. Still waiting on television. Oklahoma now breaks the huddle with Lewis and Satania split right, Kanik and Burks left. Barnes in the backfield to the right of Mateer in the shotgun. From the 9, Burks in motion. Mateer's got it. Inside handoff. Barnes cuts it up. He's to the 6, spins his way inside the 5, down to the 4. 5-yard run for Javonte Barnes.
I like it. Big surge there by the offensive line. Plenty of room there. I think the cutback was there as well. Options there for Barnes.
Huggins in, Satania out. OU goes double tight end to the right into the line. Burks is there in a bunch formation as well. Pistol look in the backfield from the 4. Offensive line straightens up a bit. Still 10 seconds on the play clock. Now Mateer has it, hands to Barnes, cuts to the right, and he's into the end zone. Javonte Barnes scores the first touchdown of the day. 4-yard run over the right side.
Well, I like that. I think that was a check by Mateer at the line of scrimmage. You saw that bunch formation. Kanik was nearest the tackle, and he had some depth in his initial alignment. They come to the line. Mateer scans it, gives a command, and you saw Kanik scoot up to the line. I think he was running counter originally, scoot up to the line to just run that power play, get some push tighter to the line of scrimmage, and we move him off the ball for a touchdown.
Tate Sandell in for the extra point. Now they back into a 2-point. Kanik is at the quarterback position. They're going for 2. In the shotgun, Kanik takes the snap, runs right, lobs across the middle. It's caught! 2-point conversion to the holder, the punter, Jacob Ulrich. And it's 8-0 Sooners. A 2-point pass from the tight end to the punter. Ha-ha!
Was that Kanik or was that Tebow in there with the little fake run and then throw it over the top? He had multiple options there to throw the football to as well. Just throw a little something out there on film. Let people have to spend some time on it. I like it.
Congratulations, Auburn. You've just added 30 minutes to your special teams practice.
Timeout on the field. How about that for a start, Sooner fans? 9:36 to go in the first quarter. It's 8-0 OU.
This team, really weird environment. And you get a 3-and-out on defense, and you take it right down the field on offense.
What more could you ask for?
What a fantastic way for this team to start this game.
Big call at Ulrich, the punter, which he is, but he lines up as the holder for an extra point.
Are we sure he's the punter today after what we saw a week ago?
Not sure, but he was lined up as the holder, so he shifted from holder into a tight end spot. The tight end, Kanik, shifted from tight end back to quarterback, and then Ulrich ran a pattern.
Well, after that drive, we may not know who the punter is today.
True.
And he made a competitive catch, too.
Well, I love that they threw a little trick play in there. The players love that when they have an opportunity to do something, and helps create a good atmosphere on the sideline. Guys know that there's an opportunity to do something fun.
Tate Sandell, the kickoff. It's another boomer. He likes it in Philly. That hits the P in Temple. And the Owls will start on the 25. Mateer's 5 of 6 passing early on for 64 yards. I'm sorry, Chris.
Sorry, Toby. By the way, Fowler Automotive Group being friendly, helpful, honest, and fair. This is what drives us. I was just going to say, Gabe, I was really impressed with the offensive line.
Oh, my gosh.
Creating time for everyone.
Gap schemes, zone schemes, pass protection continues to be fantastic. Don't get me too excited too early, boys.
David Stone and Grayson Halton in a tackle to start this possession, along with Marvin Jones and R. Mason Thomas at the ends. Second possession for Temple from the 25. Man in motion is Chase. They're going to hand it to him on a jet sweep. The wide receiver turns it up, got to the 29, knocked down by Guillory there. 4-yard gain. Kobe McKenzie in on the tackle as well.
I like it. Trying to get outside us here. Kobe McKenzie from that middle backer spot, running all the way out, making the play on the sideline. And Guillory, we continue to see him be physical at that corner spot.
2nd down and 6 for Temple. They go left to right. 9:10 to go, first quarter. In the shotgun, Simon, the quarterback, hands it off again. This time it's Ducker up the middle, finds a seam across the 30 and busts his way out to the 34. That's a 5-yard run for the senior out of Omaha, and it brings up 3rd down and 1.
Boy, and whenever you watch this play, there's all kinds of action going on in the backfield. There's people crossing from all kinds of different positions and angles. You got to be locked in on, you know who you're keying in whatever formation they present, and stay focused on your responsibility.
Pistol formation, double tight ends right. 3rd and 1. Temple 0 for 1 on 3rd downs. Simon has it. Handoff. Ducker, he smashed. David Stone got him as soon as he got the football. It's a 3-yard loss. Bam!
Boy, David Stone has put 2 really good games together, and he's starting on number 3. And you love when the big boys get action early. When they start making some tackles for loss, getting to the quarterback, those guys become engaged and typically have real good games.
Nothing complicated there, boys. He took Jackson Pruitt and, let's go with, removed him from his person and made the play. That was, woo.
Barring a fake, second straight 3 and out by Temple. Snap back, Atten the punter. Oh, it's a terrible punch. Shanked it right side of his foot. It bounds at the 40, picked up by Satania. 35, 40, 45-yard line and caught from behind there. Sooners will start at their own 46 with their second possession of the game, already up 8-0 after a shanked Temple punt.
Horrendous punt. He almost missed the football, and it was perfect. Catch them in a pressure and generate some one-on-ones. They may take a shot down the field.
Zion Kearney will start this possession at wideout, along with Lewis, Burks, Kanik, the tight end. He's split out. And again, Javonte Barnes at running back. He's at the top of the pistol. Now they shift into a compact formation. Barnes moves to the right of Mateer from the 46. Snap. Mateer looks right, lobs it out right. That's caught by Kearney. Turns it up 50. He's into Al territory, down to the 40 and out of bounds. Zion Kearney, his first catch of 2025, and it's a nice gain to the Temple 39.
Often offenses spread you out to run it inside, and they condense you with a formation to try and attack the perimeter, and that's exactly what we saw there by the flat route from Kearney. Nice job.
15-yard pickup and another first down. Mateer, handoff Barnes, running right on the comebacker, and it's a short gain this time from the 39 to the 37. It'll be 2nd and 8.
Well, they were really aggressive there on the backside of that play, chasing it down from that defensive end spot. Mateer's going to file that one away and may pull one here in a little bit.
By the way, first down's brought to you all day by Paycom. Score big with their command-driven AI engine. I want your shortcut to smart work. 2nd and 8. Barnes sent out in motion. Mateer's going to throw. Looks right, does quickly across the middle. Incomplete. Intended for Dion Burks. It was broken up by Ben Oswaki, and it's 3rd and 8.
Just trying the slant on the backside, one-on-one coverage there. Good job by the corner getting in there competing for that ball.
Just the second 3rd down for OU. They go quickly back to pass. Mateer has time. Now he's flush, scrambling, rolling left, throws late downfield, caught by Kanik. He's bent backwards, but hung on to the football at the 25, and he's got the first down. And we got an injured Al. It's Avery Powell, the safety. He hit Kanik, bent him backwards, and ended up hurt.
That's a couple of awkward plays there by Kanik. He had a guy wrapped up down on his ankles and then took a shot up top and got folded backwards, but he wasn't the one left on the field afterwards.
Kanik must be doing some yoga with Berger on his back.
No kidding.
The flexibility from 12 has been impressive on a couple of these.
That hurt my back watching it. Oh.
No kidding. That was to be young, boys.
That's twice today. No, 3 times already. Mateer, well, you better get him, because if you don't, he's going to find something.
Boy, Cameron Stewart was closing in on him there as he was closing the distance from the backside, and I knew Mateer was going to fire it downfield, and Cameron Stewart reached out there. I thought he was going to have a chance to make a play on that football, but Mateer's release so quick, he was able to get it downfield quickly to Kanik, who's, already making his impression on this football game.
That's the second Owl on defense we've seen leave the game due to injury as Avery Powell walks off the field. He looks like he might be able to return at some point.
It looked like they were working on his groin and kind of how they were having conversations with him when he was going off the field. So one worth keeping an eye on. Groin, maybe cramps, but he wasn't quite as down as he was when he first was injured. They were able to help him out and get him back to the sidelines.
Sooners from the 25 in Temple territory, already leading 8-0. 6:22 to go first quarter. Compact formation here. Now in motion, Keontez Lewis left to right. Mateer forward pitch. Deion Burks cuts it up. 25 veers his way to the 20, dives forward to the 23-yard line. A pop pass forward to Deion Burks, left to right for 7.
Boy, I don't know if that was planned or not, but Zion Kearney let one of the outside guys go, almost fake blocked him, turned it up, and gave a lead block as Burks turned it inside there, create some space there. That was nice.
Sooners are in the red zone, brought to you by Pizza Hut, the official pizza of the Sooners from the 18. 2nd and 3. Mateer surveys the Owl defense. Now a flag flies. Somebody
they got
jumped.
Kearney. Kearney just barely
Ball
flinched.
start, 7, offense. That's a 5-yard penalty, still 2nd down.
Should never happen to wide receiver. Move when the ball moves.
And he comes out to get a good talking to, I'm sure. He's replaced by Isaiah Satania. That's the first penalty today on either team. It makes it 2nd and 8. John Mateer started the game 8 for 10 passing for 99 yards. Trips left, tight end left, Canick, overload. Barnes to the right. Mateer's got it. He rolls right. Now he drops back to pass, and he's under pressure. And they got him surrounded. He got away. Now they got him. Got away from the first down. Couldn't get away from the second. That was Charles Calhoun. It's a sack back at the 32.
Well, they dial up a pressure, and someone comes from Mateer's right. You're right. He spun out of the first one. I thought he was going to be able to escape, but just couldn't get back up to speed before he was chased down.
And here's another 3rd and long. OU 2 for 2 on 3rd downs today. They have both of those have been 3rd and long.
They may try and chew up some territory here and go for it on 4th.
3rd and 17 from the 32. It is a handoff to Barnes. Met in the backfield, can't get away, and he's dropped for a loss. Tried to surprise Temple, and they didn't fall for it. And this is going to force a long field goal try for Tate Sandell. 3-yard loss.
There is a little wind down here, guys. It doesn't appear to be in his face. Maybe a little bit of a crosswind that just standing here on the 10-yard line where Sandell will be kicking towards in Temple territory might play a little bit of a crosswind on this kick.
This is a 52-yarder.
He's got plenty of leg for 52. Just see if he can just dial the accuracy in.
And Temple's going to take a timeout. Sandell got a practice kick, and
Prior to snap,
can't tell. Did he make
timeout,
that?
Temple.
Missed it.
I think it was short.
This will be a 30-second timeout.
He took kind of
one
an
here.
easy swing at it.
Like a good practice swing.
Yeah, like he's hitting. That was a wedge on the range, boys. He's getting the long iron out here next. Don't worry.
It was accurate, though, T-Row. It was accurate.
4:10 to go first quarter. So Temple was having a hard time with the substitution process, and Casey Keeler used a timeout. Well, Sandell 1 for 2 last week against Michigan. He made from 21, missed from 42. This is a 52-yard try. His career long is 54 at UTSA. The holder is Ulrich. Anderson the snapper. Ball's on the left hash here at Lincoln Financial Field. Snap back, hold down, kick is away. Plenty of distance. It is good. Oh, he drilled that thing.
4-iron piped.
52-yarder for Tate Sandell. And it's 11-0 Sooners.
That was nice. Yeah, he was just messing around on that first one. That one had plenty of distance on it. You know, you got a little off schedule there. You took the sack, had a penalty, not the perfect drive, but still able to come away with 3 points after having really good field position there to start off. They're going to have something to talk about over on the sideline after that one.
All Sooner touchdowns, by the way, brought to you by Fowler Automotive Group, being friendly, helpful, honest, and fair. This is what drives us. Zach Schmidt had a 50-yarder last year against Missouri. How long was that one? 56, that's right. So the first 50-yarder since that Zach Schmidt kick against Mizzou last year in Columbia. All right. 11-0 Sooners, 4:05 to go in the first. Temple about to get the ball for the 3rd time. Sandell, adrenaline flowing, approaches the football. Smashes another one. That's going to be a third straight touchback, and that's the deepest one yet. Make your OU Texas weekend legendary with a stay at the Hilton Anatole, your Dallas home base for game day. Lazy Rivers, fitness and fine dining every season, every game. Book your stay today at Hilton.com.
Guys, when David Stone came back to the sideline after the 3-and-out where he made the big play, the first guy to meet him, Schmitty, obviously impressed with what the now sophomore had committed during this offseason to improve his body and improve his physicality. David Stone back out there, guys, after a solid series.
I'm glad he changed his mind, boys. From the 25, Evan Simon. They haven't picked up a first down yet. He's got the football. Play action. Rolling right. Dumps it across. Incomplete. Tried to get it to the tight end who broke out of the formation. That was Koosh. And Sammy Omasigo was right there.
Boy, really good job staying home. Taylor Wine putting the pressure on the quarterback. Omasigo on his coverage. We've had problems with the boot in the first two games. Both games giving up big plays. We handled that one perfectly.
2nd and 10. From the 25, Simon. Snap. Rolls right again. Dumps it low. That's caught by Chase out of the backfield. Got by one guy to the 30. Twisted down at the 31-yard line.
Back-to-back boot plays there. This one, they do get outside of us. Pressure's a little bit late, and they brought the second crosser back across, and we're able to use the guys out front to turn upfield and get some blocks. But good effort play there by Guillory coming across the formation and making a play.
PJ in to rush the passer on 3rd and 4. Temple looking for their first down of the day. Simon, straight drop. Sooners bring a blitz. Throws right side. Caught. Out of bounds. Chase. No, excuse me. That was Hollowayne. Well thrown ball. And Temple's got their first down of the day out to the 43.
Yep. Nice route there. Good throw as he's getting a shot in the back there. We had a blitz coming to his backside. It was free. We were just a tad late getting there.
1st and 10 Temple. They go empty. Quads left, one right from their own 43. 11-0 OU the score. Simon back to pass. Under pressure. Throws right tight. Caught. Comebacker Hollowayne at midfield. And pushed out of bounds in Sooner territory. Boy, he had a Sooner right in his face, and he ripped it to the OU 48 for a gain of 9.
He did good. Pass rushes up front. We brought pressure. Our Mason Thomas winning on the backside as well. Think they may get home here before long.
3 straight completions for Evan Simon. It's 2nd and 1. Man in motion, Hollowayne. There's the snap. Play action. Simon throws out left. Too high for Hollowayne. Incomplete. Coming across the formation, the wideout went all the way from the right side to the left side. And Simon just airmailed it.
Yeah, it looks like they've kind of settled on that a little bit. The cross action, the boot stuff, the play action, trying to outflank us, get us worried about some of the deeper downfield stuff and hit underneath and try and turn upfield and get some yardage.
The pride of Mustang, Jacoby Johnson, getting his first snap of the year. He's at corner here on 3rd and 1. Simon will work it out of the shotgun. And he's got the football. He's going to throw. Back to pass.
Goodness.
Under pressure. They got him. Dynamite got him. Reggie Powers dropped him for a sack.
Boy, Reggie Powers gets the sack, but Jaden Jackson just absolutely splits a double team right up the middle. That was impressive, and good job by Powers coming off the edge there. We threw some stuff out of him this drive, and I know they had a little bit of success, but Evan Simon's going to the sideline probably not feeling like they were having success on that drive. He took some shots.
Satania inside his 20. Atten shanked one last time, the Temple punter. Snap back. This one is better. Backspin. Satania, fair catch called for at the 11, and he takes it cleanly. Sooners will start there. So Temple got a first down that drive. But after a 9-yard pickup on first down, they were unable to ever get that extra yard. And have to kick it back to the Sooners here with 1:45 to go in the first. Oklahoma leading 11-0. Third possession for the Sooners. The first two both ended in points.
Blaylock checking in.
And Torrey Blaylock. First snap for him today at running back.
Jay Nod was on the bike between possessions here. Wouldn't be a surprise to me if we don't see him here soon too, guys.
Burke, Satania, Lewis, and Kanik, the pass catchers. Mateer out of the shotgun from the 11. Handoff Blaylock right up the middle. Met at the 12, twisted down at the 13. Might give him the 14. He got 3.
Well, I mean, this is one of the things I love about Blaylock. They have this thing absolutely stoned at the line of scrimmage with 2 or 3 unblocked guys waiting on him, and somehow he gets 3 yards out of it.
Kanik split out as a wide out to the right in a trip set. Now Blaylock joins the pass catchers as well. OU goes empty. On 2nd and 7, Mateer alone in the backfield, asks for the football. Back to pass, 3-man rush. Has all day. Rolls right, throws short. Caught by Satania. Got away at the 16. Got away again at the 17. Down to the 20. And almost got the first down. In fact, they might give it to him depending on the spot. They're giving him the 21. And they have not waved the chains yet. Now they have. It is a first down at the 21. Sooners go quickly. Mateer rolls right. He'll run it himself. And now whistles. What do we got here?
I'm saying probably the chains weren't set. They never really were demonstrative on moving them.
There's a flag down now.
He just dropped it late.
They picked it up.
The previous play is under further review, looking at whether the runner made the line to gain or not.
Okay. Our first review today brought to you by Noble McIntyre at McIntyre Law. Visit McIntyreLaw.com to connect with their team of award-winning Oklahoma personal injury attorneys. So the ball is put down right at the 21, which is the yard line to gain, and we're going to see whether he got it or not.
Hopefully this one goes quick. I was watching the Kansas State game last night, and they had the easiest review I've ever seen, and it took like 7 minutes for them to figure it out and get everything.
Ted was incensed in the hotel room, boys.
What are we doing?
Why is it taking so long? What are we doing? Why are they wasting our time? What are they doing?
Quick little update, guys, on just watching a few things on the sideline here. A little extra tape on the hand of Kendall Dolby. It's been fun to see him back out there, but Sooner Director of Rehabilitation, Jeffrey Lau, just kind of firming up. Looks like he might have jammed up that left thumb. So a little extra tape on the left hand of Kendall Dolby, but he's looked solid out there so far.
Ted,
how about getting Jacoby Johnson back too, Gabe?
Yeah, it's great. Getting some of these, some of our best athletes that we have on this football team back out there on the field is awesome.
After further review, the runner was short of the line to gain. It'll be 3rd down.
Ted, what have you thought of the way that Dolby looks so far? They've tested him. I mean, balls come his way, 4 times?
They've been coming to his side. He's got that one-on-one matchup. It takes a while. I think he's, protecting against getting beat deep, which has had him a little bit late on the underneath stuff. I think once he gets his rhythm and fills this thing out a little bit, he'll tighten up.
So it is 3rd and less than a yard. They back it closer to the 20-yard line. Ivan Carrion checks in. The back is Blaylock. Double tight ends left. Mateer out of the shotgun. Takes the snap. He runs it himself. Power quarterback left, and he got just enough, I think.
Not a great spot.
Not a great spot. They're going to spot it at the 21. I think that's enough, isn't it?
Little bunch, QB pin pull, Ted.
Are they saying 4th down? No, they're saying first down. First down. Now they move the chains.
That is a concept we have not seen from OU so far this season, and I love it. I think that's something that's going to become a bigger part of this offense.
We're down to 13 seconds to go first quarter. This could be the last play of the quarter. 11-0 OU. In motion, Kanik right to left. Mateer's got it, fakes the handoff. Throws left side, back shoulder. What a throw to Keontez Lewis out near the 35. That might be the best throw of the day right there. And dime. And that's the end of the first quarter.
Guys.
Not a lot you can do about that as a cover guy when you've got someone locked down and whoop, they just throw it right on the back shoulder.
I know it's probably hard to see if you're at home watching on TV. Seen more of that so far in this game, and that was a perfect example. A tight bunch formation, short yardage, QB, pin pull, just attacking the edge of the defense there on the 3rd and short. And all that matters in those situations is that you move the chains. So I liked seeing that from Ben Arbuckle and the Sooners.
Here we go. First play, second quarter from their own 34. Sooners lead 11-0. They go 4 wide. Blaylock the back. Now they're going to throw it. Satania caught it in the slot. Has a lead blocker. 35. Bounced it outside. Stepped out of one tackle, and he got it to the 39. It's a 5-yard gain, but Satania had to weave his way through some Philadelphia traffic there to get there.
Nice pickup. Still waiting to see if these guys take a shot downfield here at some point.
2nd and 5, handoff. Blaylock over the left side. He's to the 40. He's pulling tacklers to the 43. That's run of 4. 3rd down and 1 upcoming. Torrey Blaylock.
Again, good movement up front. Liking the timing there, and good job by Blaylock just putting the head down and pushing the pile forward.
Sooners 3 of 4 on 3rd downs. Handoff. Blaylock again. Has the first down. 45-50. Dances outside into Owl territory. Tripped up at the 47. Torrey Blaylock, elusive. 1st down.
Well, I like it. He burst through that first line of defense and dodges a missile coming from the secondary. Continues that forward momentum. Lunges forward for a big game.
It's a 10-yard run. 1st downs brought to you by Paycom. Score big with their command-driven AI engine. I Want, your shortcut to smart work. 1st and 10 from the Temple 47. Opening drive, 2nd quarter. 11-0 OU. Satania in motion. They give it to him on the pop pass. Coming to right side. 45, 40. Still going. 35, 30. Down the sidelines. Tripped up finally at the Al 27-yard line. Boy, he runs through trash, Ted.
Yes, he does. Getting good blocking out in front. Nice block by Blaylock. We're going right downhill and hitting him on the perimeter. Nice change-ups.
Sooners go tempo. Mateer looking in zone. Throws it that way. Just a bit too out in front of Keontez Lewis. Incomplete. That was a 20-yard gain, by the way, on the pop pass to Satania.
Pretty good ball. Keontez Lewis got bumped off his route. DB did a good job taking some speed off as he was trying to run past him and just wasn't able to accelerate to get there.
Cade McIntyre in the game, guys. Good to see him out there on the field healthy.
First snap of the year here. He's a tight end right. 2nd and 10 from the Owl 27. Mateer back to pass. 4-man rush. Has a pocket. Pulls it down. Still looking. Throws late. Jump pass caught. Kearney at the 11. I don't know why he jumped, but he did. And he swung it down to the 11.
Yeah, trying to get that body turned around so he gets some zip on that ball.
16-yard pickup.
What a great call, T-Row. I don't know why he jumped.
He was on the open field, and it looked like he was trying to make a poster or something. From the 11, 1st and 10, pistol formation. Still Blaylock at back. Double tight ends, 1 to each side. McIntyre left, Canick right. Mateer, handoff. Blaylock, runs left to the 10. Down to the 6. Spotted at the 7, giving 4. I mean, Temple is helpless right now against the Oklahoma offense.
On their heels, and the variety that Arbuckle's throwing at him is really good.
Can get a 1st down without a touchdown. 2nd and 6 from the 7. 12th play of the drive. Mateer hands to Blaylock again, running left. He's got room, cuts to the 5. Bam! Ran right over an owl into the end zone. Touchdown! Feathers are flying everywhere. Torrey Blaylock, his 2nd touchdown of a Sooner as a Sooner. A Temple defender met him at the goal line and paid for it.
A really good job just outside. Turn and hand it, let Blaylock go to work. Cade McIntyre, we talked about checking in, got a really nice block out in front down by the goal line. What a drive.
Yeah, we've been searching for that, you know, who could take over that 2nd tight end role, and some good stuff from McIntyre there, boys.
Sooners do indeed kick the extra point this time, and it is good for Tate Sandell. 18-0 OU. Touchdowns brought to you by Air Comfort Solutions, your total home solution for plumbing, heating, air conditioning, and electrical. Make the winning call today.
And
what do you want me to do?
Tell me, they paid tribute to Joe Castiglione and Larry Nafee on the Jumbotron.
Oh, that's cool.
And one of the security guards came up to me and said, hey, who's the guy in the fedora with Dave standing over there? And I'm like, that's Joe Castiglione, our athletic director, with Dave Dombrowski. And the guy looks at me and goes, I know who Dave Dombrowski is. So obviously he's made himself legendary here in Philadelphia with these teams.
Are you reporting that Dave Dombrowski is a candidate to be OU's next athletic director?
I don't know if that came out of my mouth or not.
Wow.
But he is definitely having a good time over here.
I'll ask him.
All right.
Under the guidance of Joe Castiglione as well over here, too.
I mean, it's been all good. Temple 3 possessions, 3 punts. Sooners 3 possessions, 3 scores. Tate Sandell about set to kick it back here with 12-11 to go till halftime. Kicking left to right this time. This one a little bit shorter. Comes down to Tyler Stewart at the 1 in the corner. He stepped out of bounds.
What a
He
kick.
caught it at the half-yard line and stepped out of bounds. And Temple's going to
Ruling
have
on the
to
field
start the
is
possession
the
inside the
returner
1.
received the ball before stepping out of bounds. 1st and 10.
You got to step out and then catch it.
And then it's a kick out of bounds.
Head linesman, by the way, all over that. So good job by this SEC crew. I'm getting these kiss-up spots in early, Toby, with SEC play coming. So good play by the head linesman. His toe was just right on the white.
What a kick, though. That coffin corner over there, condense it, put that guy under pressure, make it a tough decision. Do I let it hit? Do I have to catch this one and bring it upfield? Put the pressure on him.
I mean, danger for a safety here. Jaden Jackson and Grayson Holton up front. Jaden Hardy on the back end at safety here from inside the 1. Simon under center. Takes the snap, handoff left, hit at the goal line. They're pulling him back, but he got out. He just got out. Grayson Holton grabbed him. They're going to say that Ducker got just outside the end zone. It's second down from there.
Man, nice little stunt on the inside, little run stunt between Dominic Williams and Jaden Jackson. They've gotten really good at that play and create some penetration with a fold there and just create a massive wall.
They just need to call the QB sneak, boys.
That's what it looks like.
Simon under center again. Ball could not be any closer to the goal line. Snap, quarterback sneak. Good call, Gabe Eichert, and he takes it forward near the 2. Give him a little bit of space there. It'll be third down.
You love it on defense when it's 2nd and 10 and they're running a quarterback sneak. That means you're doing some good stuff.
It's 3rd and 9. Jacoby Johnson checks in at corner. Guillory on the other side.
I would maybe sneak this one again if I was Temple, but they're lining up traditional.
Pistol look. Ducker now sent in motion. Simon back to pass in his end zone. Batted in the air. Ball flingering. It is incomplete. Grayson Holton dove for it in the end zone and couldn't quite get there.
Oh my gosh! I need a an angle that shows those eyeballs wide open.
Oh, he gave it such an effort, and it went through his hands. It was Sammy that batted it, right? Omosigo batted it in the air, and Grayson Holton gave it his all.
Now here, this is another dangerous area here for the punter. You got to have a good snap. He's got the out-of-bounds line right on his heels. Plus, he's closer to the line of scrimmage than he typically is. Uncomfortable back there.
Satania hanging around near midfield.
Oh, my goodness.
And an early movement will back up Temple. Or no, Michael Boganowski jumped off sides.
Now they're trying to say the sideline, the Sooner sideline is protesting. It's on Temple. We'll see.
Offside defense in the neutral zone, causing the offense to react. It's a 5-yard penalty. Still 4th down.
Brent Venables is incensed on this sideline, guys.
That'll give the punter Atten a little more space, but it doesn't give him a first down.
Good. It'll be perfect for him to hit a good one and give Satania a big chance for a big return. Love it.
Atten still 7 yards deep in his end zone. There's the snap back. And the boot. Pretty good. Line drive. Satania. Fair catch called for and taken at the Temple 46. Good job by Atten at least preventing a return. But Oklahoma starts this drive inside Owl territory. They're going to spot it at the 45. Let's pause quickly. 10 seconds for station ID. This is Sooner football from Learfield. 18-0 Sooners, 10:48 to go till half. 4th possession. And the best starting field position of the day for John Mateer. And the white-clad Sooners on the road for the first time today. The Temple 45. Cade McIntyre sets up tight end left. Mateer in the shotgun, back to pass. Has a pocket, steps up, looks deep, flings it near sideline. Incomplete. A little bit too far out in front of Keontez Lewis.
I thought he had him on that one. Weird, huh? Keontae's pulled his arms back on that one for some reason. Close to being a perfect ball in stride, and that one may have gone the distance had he hit him.
Blaylock the back. Burks, Satania, and Carrion the wideout. Satania in motion left to right on 2nd and 10. Under pressure, Mateer got rid of it and dropped by Blaylock. Mateer took a hit there. He put the ball right on the hands of Torrey Blaylock, and he dropped it. 3rd and 10.
That was really a nice play by Mateer. He waited and gave it an extra count so Blaylock cleared and could get his eyes back. Hits him with a perfect throw and took a big shot from 2 Temple players. You got to pay your quarterback off on that one when he's taking a shot for you.
3rd and 10, and Xavier Robinson in for the first time at running back. From the Temple 45, Mateer straight drop. They bring 5. It's picked up for now. Mateer dancing around in the pocket. Rolls right, comes back, now throws. Flag down in the secondary. The pass is incomplete. Intended for Xavier Robinson, but we got a flag in the secondary, and this is going to be on Temple.
Holding, defense, number 24. That's a 10-yard penalty and an automatic first down.
Ben Oswaki, the corner. First flag on Temple today will give Oklahoma a first down.
Well, it's tough on the secondary whenever the protection is nowhere close to the quarterback and he can just dance and keep his eyes downfield. Turns into backyard football. I mean, at some point, you're going to grab a hold of a guy somewhere.
First snaps here for Jermichael Carter, the wideout, and Carson Kent, the tight end from the Temple 35. 10:31 to go. Play action. Mateer hit as he throws. Got it off to Satania. Caught. He's inside the 20. It takes a big hit at the 18. Mateer got blasted, but somehow got that ball away, and a great throw.
Again, what Gabe was talking about earlier, late in the action there, Mateer gives a hand signal out to the receivers and finds a nice play.
Sooners go tempo. Handoff. Blaylock runs left. He's got the corner. He's to the 15. 10-5. Pay dirt. Torrey Blaylock's second touchdown today. This one from 18 yards out. He ran left, and there wasn't an owl anywhere near it. Untouched.
Well, I think we're just an end over. There's no one on the outside of the left tackle over there, and Blaylock says, let's just keep this thing simple. Hand it to me, and I'll get outside of contain with a lot of space out there, and no skill guys, no secondary players with speed, so he just runs around the corner for a touchdown.
4 possessions, 4 scores for OU. Extra point try by Sandell is good. And Temple came into this game with some confidence, hoping for an upset today, but Oklahoma has snuffed out that hope early.
Difference maker, huh? 6 carries, 46 yards, 2 scores. Fowler Automotive Group being friendly, helpful, honest, and fair. This is what drives us. And Gabe, Oklahoma's offense pretty much able to do whatever they want to do, even though they've been put in some tough situations.
Run, pass, it's all working for the Sooners right now offensively. Just really high-level execution. Everything starts with this offensive line. Been really pleased with how they're playing in the run game. Some of these hits that Mateer is taking, they're on some of these RPO concepts where the offensive line is actually blocking the run. So Mateer's a little exposed when he pulls it and holds on to it, but like Ted has mentioned, he's sending some of these hand signals to these wide receivers, and they're just going and making plays, guys. This has been an awesome start offensively for the Sooners.
Sandell the kickoff with 10:05 to go till halftime. Returnable, but a fair catch called for this time. Middle of the field. And Temple will start at their own 25. Make plans now to catch your favorite Sooner teams in action. Tickets are on sale for men's and women's basketball, the reigning national champion women's gymnastics team, and more. Or join the football season ticket wait list for priority access as seats become available. Browse seats and pricing at Soonersports.com/tickets. 25-zip Oklahoma. Temple right in front of us, going right to left at the 25. Kendall Dolby at one corner, Davon Jordan in the game at the other. The safeties, Reggie Powers and Robert Spears-Jennings. Keeper right side, the quarterback Simon runs through one tackle. Kobe McKenzie unable to bring him down, and he takes it across the 30 to the 31 for a 6-yard run.
A lot of misdirection going on there. You got crossers, pullers, You got running back action going the opposite way, and then the quarterback keeps it late and follows the pullers, and they do a really good job. Again, it's difficult. Stay on your keys.
2nd and 4. Therese Worthy in at running back. Man in motion's the wide out Bermudez. Going to throw. Simon does. Caught by the tight end, Kush, and he's hit and dropped immediately. A gain of just 1 to the 32. Folded by Kobe and Kip.
Boy, Kobe McKenzie in a good position there. Kip pursuing from the inside, and they just high-low him there for a physical tackle.
Guys, I would like to congratulate Temple on the first down run. Their total yardage finally exceeded how many points we have.
3rd and 3. Temple 1 for 5 on 3rd downs today. Empty set. Simon, straight drop, under pressure, hit as he throws, incomplete. He got lit up by Kobe McKenzie, and the ball was off target. And the Owls go 3 and out again.
I think that's a 0 blitz in the empty. We got more than they can pick up. Kobe delivers the shot. They tried to go crossers, and not a good play call for the defense we were in, where it's got to come out right now. You just had a pile of bodies in the middle there, and that receiver, he saw all the bodies and short-armed that one.
I think Colin Chase made a business decision there, boys. He was like, maybe not.
Atten's punt. Got a good one this time. Satania backs up. Fair catch called for at the 25 and taken there. How about this? OU's 3 opponents now this year, Illinois State, Michigan, and Temple, are a combined 5 for 31 on 3rd downs. Ooh. Sooners have scored on all 4 possessions today. Here comes their 5th from the own 25 after a 47-yard punt. Still 8:52 to go till halftime. A lot of time on the clock here. 25-0 Oklahoma in front of Temple.
Well, Temple has committed to the too high safety look, trying to keep everything in front of them, and Mateer just picking them apart underneath.
Double tight ends for OU. Blaylock at running back.
There's single high for the first time.
Man in motion, Lewis. Mateer, play action. Slant battered, caught by Burks. He'll try to split the defenders. 40. Oh, he's caught at the 45, or he might have taken it to the house. Grabbed by Jalen Castleberry around his ankle, but it's a 20-yard pickup.
And you can see why they want to keep the 2 safeties back. If that doesn't make an ankle pick tackle there, he's maybe able to outrun them all the way to the goal line there. And it's a good job. That's what this offense does. It puts you in a risk-reward situation where if you commit someone to the box, they can make you pay on the back end.
First down's brought to you by Paycom. Kearney in on 1st and 10 from their own 45. Approaching 200 yards passing now for Mateer. He hands it off to Blaylock. Was that intentional? He got it back to the 45 and dropped there for no gain. Blaylock ran all the way around John Mateer. He started to hand it to the right, then he brought it back to his left. Ted, was that the play call?
Well, the running back action is something that they do. I don't know if Mateer flashed it on the wrong side and then came back to the other side, or if that's built into it. But definitely you will see that running back action where he loops around the quarterback. It just helps the timing on that play with the pullers coming around.
2nd and 10. They bring in the 4 wideouts in a compact formation. Mateer to throw. Looks right. Directing traffic. Knocked down. Pass deflected. Knocked down by Sekou Chroma. And it's 3rd down and 9.5.
He had his man. Good protection there. Just defensive end was watching the quarterback's eyes, trying to mirror where he was going to throw the football, and got his hands on it.
Sooners have had several 3rd and longs today. They are 4 for 5, though, on 3rd downs. This is 3rd and basically 10. Trips right. Kearney, Kent, and Burks. Keontez Lewis alone to the left. Xavier Robinson the back. We're down to 7 to snap. Now Kentson in motion. Mateer back. 4-man rush. Dumps it across the middle. Deflected, incomplete. Into traffic, looking for Keontez Lewis. London Hall, good to see him back out there. That's the linebacker who left the game early with what looked like a head injury. He knocked that pass out of the air, and for the first time today, Oklahoma will punt.
Dropped 8 on us there, just showed everyone up, and then dropped out on the snap, had plenty of guys back. Mateer tried to rifle it into a window there and took a little bit of a risk trying to thread the needle and got it punched away. But I don't mind to see Mateer trying to see what windows he can fit things in right now.
Grayson Miller on the field. He was great last week. This one's off the side of his foot, though, and it bounds at the 25 to the 20. Got a good roll down around the 16. Not as good of a punt out of Miller as we saw last week, but he did get it to go out of bounds inside the 20, a 38-yard punt. Next Saturday morning as we get set for the return of Jackson Arnold.
I'm sure Sooner Nation will welcome him back properly.
Kip Lewis having a good time. He's dancing to the music on the field as the defense gets set for this first down snap.
He's always got energy to burn. He's got to release it somehow.
From the 16, Evan Simon, 5 of 10 passing today. He's in the shotgun. Marcus Strong in the game at tackle. Play action. Simon, deep drop. He's got time. Throws it out to the right. Threw it short. That's the back ducker. Caught at the 20. Tackled by the ankles by Reggie Powers. A gain of 5 to the 21.
Nice open field tackle. Ton of space out there. Reggie Powers comes up, shuts it down. Good position. Makes that tackle. And, you know, you'd like to see him flush it a little bit more there to where the receiver can't lunge forward and pick up an extra 2 or 3, but better to make that safe tackle.
Kajaya Holloway had that catch. 2nd and 5. Man in motion is Bermudez. Left to right. Trip set now to the left. There's the snap. It's a handoff to Ducker. Running right. Has a hole across the 25. First down out to the 30. Spins out of a tackle to the 35. Down to the 40. Biggest play of the day for Temple. Took it to the 41. That's a 20-yard run for Jake Ducker.
We pressed the mesh right there in the backfield on the exchange and went for the quarterback instead. And just some shoddy tackling there through the middle of that run, spinning and high kneeing over guys.
Previous play is under further review for its potential targeting.
Guys, I think they might get us, and it might have been Boganowski on a target on the running back. Watch it, Ted, as the play comes to a conclusion. Thought the same thing here, seeing it live at the link. Might be a tough spot here for OU.
Well, the good news is, if it is called targeting, it's still the first half. So
correct.
It would cost him the rest of this game, but it wouldn't affect next week. Hopefully it's not called targeting. Reviews are brought to you by Noble McIntyre at McIntyre Law. This official review, McIntyreLaw.com, to connect with their team of award-winning Oklahoma personal injury attorneys. They are not showing us a replay here in Philadelphia. We can't help you.
It's on one of, and I'm pretty sure it was Boganowski coming in leading with this crowd on the running play.
I thought Boganowski.
Not Boganowski?
I thought Boganowski missed the initial tackle, kind of overran it, and Ducker cut inside him. I thought that was him. But
well, I just said we'll get a good look when they refuse to show us, Toby.
Yes.
Hopefully we'll get a good look at it here in just a bit.
Where's the
Hardy? Thank you.
I think it might be Jaden Hardy. Who was the last Sooner to be called for targeting?
Was it? It was in the Nebraska game. Devin White?
Deshaun White?
Devin White. Well, Devin White's starring right now for the Raiders. You guys can understand.
They didn't have one all of last season? I think you might be right. I don't remember
one. Because I really like to complain about it when it becomes a factor in a football game, and I don't remember complaining about it.
Ted Pitts is our referee. He's down looking at the
If it takes
monitor.
this long, it's not targeting. Let's go. Come on.
It was a 20-yard run. It's just the second first down of the day for Temple on the carry by Ducker.
After further review, ruling on the field of no targeting is upheld.
Good.
First down.
I'd like to comment, but never got a chance to see a replay.
Great job by the officials.
It was Jaden Hardy who was in question there. So it'll be first down Temple with 6:10 to go, second quarter. Sooners leading 25-0 from their own 41. Total yards today, OU 237, Temple 57. 2 tight ends for Temple, 1 to each side. There's the snap. Play action under pressure across the middle. That's caught. Cush the tight end into Sooner territory. Back-to-back big plays as he carries it to the OU 40. 19-yard pickup.
Boy, weird timing on that snap. As soon as they got the whistle to go, they snapped it and kind of caught us off guard there.
It's been the other tight end, Ryder Kush. That's been the biggest weapon today, not Peter Clark so far for Temple. From the OU 40. Back to pass Simon. Has time, dumps it to the back, threw it high, but Ducker able to haul it in, but he's taken down for a loss. It's Kendall Dolby who dropped him at the 42.
Really good job. Sit back in zone, force the underneath throw, rally up, make a good flush tackle. Good plant and drive. Nice feet by Dolby on that one coming up to make the play.
2nd and 12 after the 2-yard loss. We're down to 5:09 to go till half. They go 4 wides. Ducker the back. Simon in the shotgun. He's 8 of 13 passing. Man in motion, Chase. Back to pass. Simon flings it down the right sideline. I think it hopped. It was caught, but no ruling yet. They're going to give it to him.
That's not a catch.
Boy, it sure looked like he skipped it from all the way up here, but.
And 22-yard line, so if this stands, it's a 20-yard pass, but it looked to us like it bounced.
Something to note is he got absolutely smoked by Boganowski.
We have a review. The ruling on the field was a catch.
All right, SEC crew, so let's be nice and all, but we're
looked
approximately a mile and a half from that play. And it looked like an obvious bounce, and there's a bunch of guys in stripes right around it.
Yeah. No, I'm down here kind of right across the field of where it happened. Looked like it bounced.
Another review brought to you by Noble McIntyre, McIntyreLaw.com, to connect with their team of award-winning Oklahoma personal injury attorneys. Ted Pitts is back under the hood. University of Oklahoma and Sooner Sports Properties would like to thank our concession partners: Dos Equis, Dickey's Barbecue Pit, Shakes Frozen Custard, Gin and Juice, Pizza Hut, HGO, Coop Ale Works, Kona Ice, and Rock and Roll Tequila. We have family in Philadelphia, and they asked us to please bring as many bags of HTO as you can. We don't have tea that good up here in Philadelphia, so we loaded up the suitcase.
After further review, the pass was incomplete. It'll be 3rd down.
So the 20-yard catch is taken off. That'll back the ball back to the 42. He had a guy, Ted. He just short hopped him.
Yeah, we're crossing our wires on our coverage a little bit there. We got to have deep help there. Our Mason Thomas was an underneath dropper from that defensive end spot. He's taking care of the shallow stuff. We got to make sure that we know what we're doing on the back end and take care of the deep stuff first.
3rd down and 12. Al's 1 for 6 on 3rd.
Showing heat.
From the OU 42, everybody up on the line. Sooners act like they're bringing the house here. Simon waiting. Now he's got it. Everybody comes. Watch out. Bam! Ooh. He got smashed by Bam Bam Boganowski. Back near midfield. Holy cow. Evan Simon is back to his feet. And the Owls are now 1 for 7 on 3rd down.
Boy, that was one of those where it was a race for about 8 guys to see who could get to the quarterback first. And Boganowski just kind of loops in from a little bit of depth and has a great line, nice tight path to the quarterback, and he took a shot.
Boy, Evan Simon patted the ball once, and when he did, it was over.
You better get rid of it when the Sooners bring 0, Ted.
No doubt.
Ooh. 3:54 to go in the half. OU about to get the ball back. Atten's punt, sidewinder. It'll bounce at the 15. Bounces inside the 10. Satania thought about grabbing it, but then got out of the way. And it's down at the 9. And OU's got 3:42 and all 3 timeouts to try to add to what is right now a 25-point first-half lead.
We still clean on 3rd down? Or have they picked up a 3rd down?
They're 1 for 7.
1.
They have 67 total yards of offense. There's not many things to complain about, boys.
And remember, they came in, they scored 97 points in the first 2 games, and the Temple offense was talked about a lot this week. The Oklahoma defense has answered the challenge.
defensive line has just completely controlled the point of attack, guys. Just another really impressive performance from that group as a whole.
From the 9, Blaylock at running back, 4 wides. Mateer claps his hands, takes the football, drops to the end zone, looking to throw, dumps short across the middle. Keontez Lewis, and it's intercepted. Keontez Lewis had it, took a hit, and it was taken away from him by Ty Davis, and Lewis is down and he is out. The Sooners are waving the trainers onto the field. Lewis took a big hit to his head.
Is an interception.
The ball was taken away from him, and Keontez Lewis is out cold on the field.
It's interesting here. I mean, it's helmet-to-helmet contact here, but I think it's incidental. I think the Temple player is going to make a catch on the football. Both players are going to make a play on the ball and just collide helmets there. Dangerous play.
We've seen John Mateer be excellent up to this point with his ball placement, protecting his wide receivers in zone coverage, and that's one, Ted, where he throws them right into it. That's credit to Keontez Lewis for sticking both arms out and trying to make that play, but that's an unfortunate one right there, boys.
Sooner training staff completely surrounding Keontez Lewis. The teammates went to try to help him up and then realized that he wasn't coherent and immediately waved for the trainers. And now several of them have taken a knee surrounding Keontez.
This is one of the worst parts of football. We all know that, but you start thinking about next week. We've played 3 wide receivers the vast majority of the snaps this season up to this point, and Keontez Lewis is one of those wide receivers.
He's sitting up.
So.
He's sitting up.
It's great news. Watching him with Brent Venables looming over him. One of the Sooner team doctors, Ted Bain, is out there. New Sooner athletic trainer, Jonathan Gress. All under the watchful eye as well of Ben Arbuckle. So a lot of attention right now on Keontez Lewis after that tough hit. But the great news, Toby, as you said, he is sitting up with all of his teammates on the offense kneeling around him.
I hate that, man. That's
now he's standing. Well, assuming this play stands, and we have no reason to believe it won't yet, Temple's going to get the ball with their best chance to score today inside the 15-yard line.
Ted, it just seemed like a little kind of mesh concept right there, and Mateer's trying to throw it in between the 2 hook players and just let him into it.
Yeah, that 3-man rush is, dropping 8 guys is I feel like giving Mateer the most problems so far. Windows become a little bit tighter, and, you have to be really selective with where you're going with the football. And that was a tough one there.
Sooner fans want that helmet-to-helmet contact reviewed, guys. Large contingent of the Crimson and Cream faithful down near that end zone are letting the officials hear it.
Our defense has been excellent in these situations for what seems like the last 2 seasons. So see what the Sooners defense can do here.
3:36 to go in the half. Temple, after the turnover, starts at the +13. Terez Worthy, the back. Simon in the shotgun. Man in motion, Bermudez fakes the pitch, back to pass, lobs toward the end zone for Clark. The tight end caught it. He's out of bounds, though, incomplete. He was short of the goal line, but out of bounds. It'll be 2nd down.
BJ running down the field with those gigantic arms stretched up over his head.
He was defending the play as a defensive back on the tight end.
Pretty good coverage from 34 right there, guys.
Not bad.
2 big guys. Clark is 6'6". Adebawore is 6'4". Simon shifts from wideout back to quarterback. He's going to reverse pitch it. Running right side, Giovanni McCoy, the backup quarterback's going to throw. Looking, nearly chased out of bounds, got rid of it, threw it away. Grayson Holton landed on him as he got rid of it. And that's 3rd down.
That's what you love about Grayson Holton. He brings something from that defensive tackle spot that is rare. He chases it all the way down from the backside hash and puts the pressure on, has to get rid of that football. Really nice job. Way to run by Grayson Holton.
Giovanni McCoy, I'm sorry, go ahead, Gabe.
That's going to be the team meeting on Monday that they highlight Holton. What an excellent effort play by Grayson Holton.
Giovanni McCoy, the backup quarterback, started 8 games at Oregon State last year. Couldn't find anybody. 3rd and 10 from the 13. Simon back at quarterback. Takes the snap. He'll run it himself left. He's met in the backfield. Drop for a loss. Back at the 16. It was Dominic Williams again. And after Temple takes over at the 13, they go backwards 3 yards. And reluctantly, Casey Keeler sends the field goal unit onto the field.
Toby, we'll get an update on Keontae. Well, I guess we can give it now as the offense, or as the field goal unit comes out. Keontae Lewis is in the injury tent right now under the watchful eye of Dylan Baker, one of the Sooners' assistant athletic trainers, and Dr. Ted Bain. While he's been in there, Emmett Jones came over to check on him. A little love from Giovanni Gibson. We'll keep an eye on when he emerges from the tent.
Carl Harden, the kicker for Temple, 2 for 2 on the year from 34 yards out. The boot is away, and it is good. And Temple's on the board. It is the 3rd time in 3 games that an OU turnover in their own territory has resulted in a field goal for Temple. But Ted, all 3 times OU kept them out of the end zone.
They did, and you could see that rush on that field goal. That defense did not want to give up any points there. They came plowing through that line. Great pressure on the field goal. I just want to go back to that previous play. Grayson Holton, who on the play before it chases the quarterback all the way across the field, forces him out of bounds. The very next play, he's the one that created that tackle for loss on the interior. Great penetration. Has to cut it back into all of the bodies on the inside, forcing it back to his teammates. That's a nice series there by 56.
Quick update, Toby, before the drive summary. Keontae Lewis has emerged from the injury tent. Helmetless. Dylan Baker, Dr. Ted Bain exchanging a helmet. Looks like just from that perspective he's done for the day, but at least for the rest of the first half, he's going to stay over on the sideline, gingerly making his way towards the Sooner bench.
Hey, OU looks great on offense and defense. I'm thrilled and excited about this team. They're -5 in turnover margin now, Ted.
I know, it's pretty interesting that with the amount of pressure that we create with our defensive line, we haven't forced a bad interception, a tip ball, something chaotic there in the backfield.
Peyton Bowen deep to receive, and the
bounds.
kickoff goes out of bounds at the 1, and that'll give OU an extra 10 yards. They'll start now on the 35.
Kick out of bounds, kicking team. The ball be placed on the 35-yard line, first down.
Still plenty of time, 2:33 to go, second quarter. OU still with all 3 timeouts.
A good opportunity here. Like, you need all the work you can get, 2-minute drill in live game situations to maneuver and see what you can do downfield. You may have a chance to do a last-second field goal. Like, this is a good situational practice.
25-3. It's a weird score. We're trying to add to it here. Mateer in the shotgun with 3 wides. He does not have a passing or rushing touchdown yet today. John Mateer has done both in 8 consecutive games coming into play. He's got the football, hands to Blaylock, running right, met in the backfield, stiff arm, able to get it back to the line of scrimmage, and that's it. Good pressure up front by Temple that time. It's 2nd and 10. And the clock runs.
Tried to hit his wide, tried to get a crease on the outside with some receiver blocking, and just couldn't get anyone forced outside to create a gap.
Berkson back to pass. Mateer rolling right. He'll run it himself. Turns it up. 35, 40, 45. Out of bounds at midfield. He steps out before taking the hit. Broken play there. Not a called quarterback run, but he went for 15.
Had a weird feel just cadence-wise to get things started, but that's what's dangerous about Mateer. At any moment, he can just pull it down and scamper around the outside.
Ted, it kind of seemed like, remember last week when they got the defense to jump and got some free plays on the field for this game. But you start wondering about next week and what that protocol looks like for Keontae Lewis throughout the week.
3 quick SEC scores. Alabama up 21-0 on Wisconsin at halftime. Auburn leads South Alabama 14-3 in the second. Missouri up 14-0 on Louisiana late first. Here it's 25-3 OU. We approach half. First play after the 2-minute timeout to hand off to Blaylock. Makes a cut at the 50 to the 45, churning his way down to the 42, reaching for the 40. Oh, the kid with an 11-yard run, and he was met, Ted, after the first 2 yards and carried the pile for 9.
What a cutback on the inside. They had an open player coming off the edge, and he just froze him and darted inside and then pushed the pile. Good job by the offensive line.
Sooners go tempo. Handoff, Blaylock again, runs right. Stiff arm, you sit down. 35-30 and out of bounds. Had a free tackler there, and he just planted him with the stiff arm. And Blaylock runs for 9 more.
Really good. Give him good blocking on the interior, but a free player on the outside. He froze him and darted inside on the previous play. This time jumps outside and hits him with the stiff arm.
2nd and 1 from the 30. The 11th carry for Torrey Blaylock. Sooners still with 1:37 to go and all 3 timeouts. In the shotgun, Mateer surveys the Owl defense, takes the football, hands to Blaylock again, up the middle to the 30, backing his way to the 27. He's got the first down. Torrey Blaylock now over 70 yards rushing on the day and 2 touchdowns.
Still haven't seen Ott, and doesn't look like he's going to come in on this drive.
First down's brought to you by Paycom. Score big with their command-driven AI engine. I want your shortcut to smart work. From the 27 of Temple. 1st and 10. 1:12 to play. Mateer going to throw. Does. Far sideline. Moved by Satania. Dances to the 20. Watch out. He's to the 15. He's got a first down. Smashed at the 14. 14-yard pickup. Isaiah Satania has put it in the Pizza Hut red zone.
I like it. We had the numbers on the outside. Just go get a block by the tight end. Leave a ton of space and one-on-one for Satania. With that punt return background, that's easy yardage for him.
Timeout has been called by Oklahoma, I believe. Or is it an injury timeout? So it is their defensive end, Khalil Poteet. Where's he at? Oh.
Literally, they called the timeout for him. He was down, and then he raced off the field like nothing was wrong.
Okay, so Sooners still have all 3 timeouts. 1:01 to go.
As long as you do it before the ball's spotted, I guess, right?
Trips right, tight end left. Pistol look from the 14. Mateer hands to Blaylock. Dances outside. Cuts it up to the 10. Upended at the 9.
Great blocking by Carson Kent out there. He was a tight end on the left side of the formation on the ball. And gets out on the outside and just buries a defensive back. Drives him all the way back 10 yards.
He's done a really nice job. He's only got a handful of opportunities, Ted, but from what I've seen, I think Carson Kent is our best point of attack blocking tight end. He's been really impressive in that, kind of in that area when he's gotten his opportunities, and you see it right there. That was great technique, great effort, great strain. He keeps doing that, he's going to find himself on the field more.
Yeah. Unique 2-minute drive, majority run plays.
This has been a strength early in the season. They've been great at scoring late in halves and not leaving any time left.
Trying to get that double up. We get the ball coming out of halftime as well.
We're down to 43 seconds, 2 timeouts left. Javante Barnes checks in at running back here from the 10. It's 2nd and 6. Sooners huddle up, now break. Carrion and Canick left side of the formation. Kent and Burks to the right. Now Canick goes in motion. He'll join a double tight end set right into the line. Pistol look. Fake handoff to Barnes. Under pressure. Mateer met in the backfield. Got rid of it as he's thrown to the turf. It's incomplete. Let's see if they go grounding here or somebody was in the vicinity.
Carson Kent came from that backside. And
incomplete pass. Number 86 was in the area.
That's right.
3rd down.
We tried to, do a little fake action with Canick to outflank, and they defended it well, and then got to the quarterback. Mateer didn't have anywhere to go. Good job knowing the general area of where Carson Kent was going to be and being able to get rid of that ball.
Sooners are 4 of 6 on 3rd downs today. This is the 9th play of the drive. We're down to 38 seconds. Quads and a diamond split wide right, 1 to the left. Empty set from the 10. Mateer looks right, runs it himself. Dances to the outside, got a long ways to go. Evades a man, still in the backfield. He's going to run out of room as he hits the sidelines and gets popped at the 11. And Oklahoma's going to have to settle for a field goal try here.
You probably caught the OU coaches wanting to flag on that hit on John Mateer, but I think once they get the replay, it looked like it was fair game. He was still in. A little high, though. Fans aren't going to like it.
Pooh Lawton is the one that came in and hit him. So Sandell on for his second field goal try of the half. This is a much shorter one. It'll be a 29-yard try from just inside the right hash. He made from 52 already. With 30 seconds to go. Snap good, hold good, kick is away, and it is also good. And Oklahoma's got 28 points, but they did not do it in the traditional way here in the first half. They lead it now 28-3.
You know, one thing that, Gabe, we talked about, and Ted, you were right there too with Coach Venables during Sooner Sports Talk, was kind of his frustration last week in the middle eight, but then kind of making up for it with the way the Sooners played in the fourth quarter. Gabe, down here on the field, I get a sense, wanted 7 there, obviously, but to be able to still not leave Temple anytime, you get the football to start the second half.
Right.
Coach Venables probably a little happier this middle eight than last week.
Yeah. Would you have loved to have punched it in there for a touchdown, of course, but nice 2-minute drive, some really good things from multiple guys. You go and get points right before the half when you know you're getting the football coming out of halftime. When you consider all the circumstances of this game, Michigan last week, Auburn next week, this environment here is unique, to say the least. 28-3 against a much improved Temple team. There's very few things to complain about.
Impressive.
Really, really impressive first half from Oklahoma. A very mature, business-like, workman's first half.
That's well said, Gabe. We said coming in, if they came out and played sharp and handled this game today, that would be impressive, and they have done that, at least through the first half. Fowler drive summary, 10 plays, 54 yards in 2:06. 7 of the 10 plays running plays. It results in a 29-yard Tate Sandell field goal. Fowler Automotive Group being friendly, helpful, honest, and fair. This is what drives us. They're going to have to hold the football. Is there that much wind on the field?
It literally just kicked up.
Sandell kicks it. It's high and short. Returnable. Stewart will take it. No fair catch at the 3. Up the left side, 10. Veers right at the 15. He's strung out. Ran down by Elijah Thomas. The freshman grabbed him inside the 15-yard line. That's twice today that Tyler Stewart has tried to return the football, and neither time did it work out very well.
Good job by Elijah Thomas. He hadn't had, I don't think, any opportunities on offense yet this season, but he's made his presence felt a couple times on special teams. Had a nice play against Michigan on kickoff coverage.
You want to get more snaps at wide receiver? Go make plays on special teams.
Yep.
There's no doubt about that. Does not go unnoticed by the coaching staff.
And Temple lines up and takes a knee to run out the final 20 seconds of the first half. First downs in the first half, OU had 20. Temple had 3. And the Sooners lead it 28-3 at intermission. We're in Philadelphia. Halftime show is next. Today's first half brought to you by the Riverwind Casino. Always a good time. This is Sooner football from Learfield.
All right. It's a beautiful day for football here at the stadium, and we're just about ready for kickoff. Score 0-0. And suddenly, I'm in the mood for a Coke Zero Sugar. Real Coke taste, zero sugar. Now that's a winning combo. Yeah, crisp, refreshing. That hits the spot. When it comes to great taste, Coke Zero Sugar's always on the scoreboard. Coke Zero Sugar. Real Coke taste, zero sugar.
The Toyota Trucks Game Day sales event is on, and there's no one key to victory. You need strength, power, agility, the team that shows up ready to win. At Toyota Trucks, they bring the full roster. Kick off the season with big savings at the Toyota Trucks Game Day sales event.
Toyota is a proud sponsor of OU Athletics. Bold as a boomer, strong as a Sooner. The Tundra and Tacoma are built to take you wherever the road leads. Find yours today.
Toyota, let's go places. See packages and options at toyota.com for feature availability.
Oklahoma football all season long.
Wrapped up, drop for a loss.
This is Sooner football from Learfield.
Sooner fans, getting game day ready starts with Pizza Hut. From the big dinner box stacked with pizza, breadsticks, and wings to your favorite hot and cheesy pizzas, Pizza Hut has everything you need for your tailgate or watch party. Because game day traditions go hand in hand with Pizza Hut tradition. So whether you're cheering at the stadium or gathering with family and friends, fuel your Sooner spirit with the official pizza of the Sooners, Pizza Hut. No one out-pizzas the Hut.
Air Comfort Solutions has always stood for cooling, heating, plumbing, and electrical services you can count on. Assuring comfort since 2004, our Oklahoma Strong team stands for accuracy, confidence, and support where and when homes need us most. Today, with our refreshed look and our expanded services, ACS stands for achieving 100% customer satisfaction as we stand tall and do it all for OKC Homes. Like a $69 AC tune-up to keep your home comfortable year-round. For whatever your home needs, don't stress. Call ACS.
This is the Coca-Cola Halftime Show on the Sooner Sports Network from Learfield. Coca-Cola. Enjoy the refreshing taste of Coke Zero Sugar. Sooner football is also brought to you by Bud Light. Easy to drink, easy to enjoy. Riverwind Casino. Always a good time. And by OU Health, Oklahoma's only comprehensive academic health system. Welcome to the Coca-Cola Halftime Show.
28-3, Sooners lead it at halftime here in Philadelphia. Groundworks is the preferred foundation repair company of the Sooners. Your home's foundation needs a solid defense, too. Fans, book your free inspection now at groundworks.com. Welcome inside the Oklahoma Sooner Halftime Show, brought to you by Coca-Cola. Enjoy the refreshing taste of Coke Zero Sugar. Ted, pretty impressive first 30 minutes for Brent Venables' team today.
Yeah, I thought we saw some good stuff out there. We hit a couple of field goals, one of them 50-plus. Line of scrimmage on defense. I think that this offensive line group is having some success. Continue that confidence. You want to know what it feels like to move people off the ball and get used to that. And same thing with these backs. Work on that, getting to the second level. And on defense, as we start to rotate some guys in, make sure the communication is dialed in on the back end. We started to see Temple find some things downfield as that first half wore on. They're going to go back to that. We have to be dialed in on the back end defensively.
Ted's Keys to the Second Half brought to you by Home Creations, built for champions. This has been the Oklahoma Sooner Halftime Show, brought to you by Coca-Cola. Enjoy the refreshing taste of Coke Zero Sugar. Sooners will get the ball first. Remember, Temple won the coin flip and took the football. OU ran 47 plays to the Owls' 28 in the first half. Kickoff left to right, headed toward Peyton Bowen. It's over his head and into the end zone. And John Mateer and the Sooners will start the second half with a 28-3 lead from their own 25-yard line. Let's go down to Chris.
Ted, you talked about when players start rotating in. I think you could probably put Gabe and I on what we'll call rotation watch, see if maybe there is even an opportunity, because the Sooners haven't yet had a backup quarterback take a snap in the second half. Will be interesting to see if they can put some points up early, if we might get a little Michael Hawkins in this game at some point here with a 28-3 lead.
Blaylock, the running back, right in front of us, going right to left. Sooners in the road whites, Temple in the home cherry. Kanik sets up tight end left. Stacked receivers left side, Carrion and Satania. They're going to throw it to Satania with a lead blocker. 25-30, darts out of bounds to the 33. Good blocking by Carrion. It's a gain of 8.
Little counter action there with Kanik leading the way. Mateer pulls it, throws it outside. Just let a blocker get out in front. Satania, a little bit of space, he can turn it into something.
2nd and 2. Sooners go tempo. Mateer hands to Blaylock, running right. Hit at the line of scrimmage, falls forward for 1. It'd be 3rd and 1.
Continue to give a lot of action to Blaylock on the inside. I like it. That play, not a whole lot there, but he's still able to put his head down and get you a couple of yards, force a 3rd and short.
Javante Barnes checks in on 3rd and 1, as does Carson Kent. Double tight ends left. Just need a yard here. Mateer claps his hands. He'll run it himself. Veers right, spun down, didn't get there. Took a pretty good lick, John Mateer did. It's a loss of 1, back to the 33.
Yeah, Cameron Stewart, just no other way to say it. Just kind of whipped our tight ends, made the play in the backfield.
And the Sooners go 3 and out to start the second half. Here comes the punt unit.
that's one of those that I'm not a huge fan of. If you're going to run an interior play, when you bring a wide receiver into the core and you don't stretch the defense at all, you just continue to pile more and more bodies in there and don't have a whole lot of space to work.
Yeah, in those situations, if you got some really great blocking tight ends, I'm with you, Ted.
Grayson Miller's second punt of the day is much better. High hanging punt, fair catch called for at the 15-yard line. He boomed that one as the sun comes out here in Philly. And Temple will start their first second half possession at their own 15.
What a great hit right there. Awesome hang time, back him up all the way, inside the 15-yard line. Flip that field position, even though you aren't able to move the chains there on offense. Flip the field position, got him backed up a little bit here for your D.
52-yard punt for Miller. No return. Temple left to right from their own 15. Evan Simon, the quarterback, 8 of 15 passing in the first half. Sends a man in motion. Simon's got it. He's going to hand it off. Ducker met at the line of scrimmage, a yard deep actually in the backfield, and pushed back for no gain. A loss of 1.
Boy, that D-line is really good. They just create a massive pile, squeeze everything, penetration, absolutely nowhere to run the ball.
Jaden Jackson I'm running out of good things to say about that guy. He is just playing at a very high level, boys.
Temple 13 carries, 11 yards rushing today. They go 5 wide. Simon fakes the handoff, back to pass, under pressure, and jumps it into the turf. Jaden Jackson was coming at him, and that had to be a frightening sight. And Evan Simon just said, here, you take it, and threw it into the ground.
And then Jaden Jackson threw him into the ground, and such a good guy walks back and says, I'm sorry afterwards. I think he was worried about a penalty there.
Simon says, no, thank you. 3rd down and 11. I don't remember seeing Jaden Jackson running free to a quarterback too often.
Yeah, that's not the right guy to turn loose.
They go 5 wide again. Sooners trying to force a 3 and out to start the second half, just like they did the first. Simon back, looks left, pats the football. Now he's going to run with it, and he throws it into his own bench. Had nobody to throw it to, and the Owls are going to kick it back.
That felt a lot like the opening possession of the football game for Temple, just kind of going backwards. We drop, our Mason Thomas into coverage there and bring a guy from the opposite side, changing the look there, and I don't think Evan Simon knew what we were doing on the back end, just had to toss it out of bounds.
Satania waiting at his own 44-yard line. Back into the end zone. Atten, the punter, gets rid of it. Line drive. Satania, no fair catch. Caught at the 41 and hit immediately. Went no fair catch that time and paid for it. The Sooners get the ball back. It'll be around the 40 after.
But that's what that punt does for.
We certainly know what Venables expects from this defense, and he's reminding them there is one way we play. Like, we are not letting up just because this game is in hand.
Don't settle in.
I love it. I mean, he went group by group and was very animated doing it. I love seeing that from the head ball coach.
Xavier Robinson at running back to start this drive from the OU 40. 28-3 Sooners. 12:22 to go, third quarter. John Mateer, 17 of 26 passing. Asks for the football from Jake Michaela. He's back to pass. Mateer across the middle, zips one incomplete. Did the umpire try to catch that football? It looked like he reached for it and then pulled his arms back. Intended for Isaiah Satania. It was probably just an instinctual thing, but his arms flew out toward the football. 2nd and 10. Trips right, one left. Now Kent joins the tight end setup on the right end of the line. Mateer, play action. Sets up deep, throws back across for Kent, coming back across the formation right to left, and it's too far out in front of him, incomplete. It'll be 3rd and 10.
It's good coverage there by Temple. No one really open there for Mateer. We had some deep crossers working, and linebacker or edge guy underneath Carson Kent there really wasn't open. Mateer just kind of had to put it where he maybe had a chance at it.
Sooners 4 of 8 on third downs, another 3rd and long.
Temple on defense has settled in here pretty good that back half of the second quarter, and then now to start the game, the second half here.
Yeah, the Sooners just have 3 points in the last 4 possessions. 3rd and 10 here. Mateer surrounded, caught from behind, got away. He's going to run for it. 40, 45, runs into a defender at the 47, tried to take him out, and he's upended at the 48. That'll be 2 yards shy of the first.
That's a slide opportunity.
Yeah, I was going to say, thank you, Ted.
I mean, that's a...
I get it. Hard to pull back on the reins for a guy like Mateer, but
there's no way that one felt good. He took it right in the quad, and you can kind of see it as he's running off the field.
It was a magic trick that he got out of the pocket.
Yeah, Cameron Stewart just beat Logan Howland over his left shoulder, won that battle, and forced Mateer to take off.
Another 3 and out. Grayson Miller going to try to pin him deep. Up the chute it goes.
Check up.
It'll bounce at the 3, and it caroms into the end zone. Jaden Hardy couldn't quite get there. And the Owls will get it on the 20. So we've had 3 combined possessions in the second half. All 3 have been 3 and outs. And we have 11:24 to go third quarter. Are you surprised with this lead that OU isn't trying to run the football more? Second half.
Yeah, it's hard to say. A little bit, I think that at some point that's probably where they're going to go. They've had some good success. That 2-minute drive was mainly run, so I'm sure they'll get back to that here pretty quick.
Heineke and Omosigo, the backers here. 1st and 10. Simon got rid of it, and it got knocked out of the air, and a flag is down.
No.
It was Grayson Halton that batted the ball down, but R. Mason Thomas, I think, roughed the passer.
Did he
hit him in the head?
Personal foul, roughing the passer with a high hit. That's a 15-yard penalty. Automatic first down.
Just a high hit, not a targeting.
32.
Ooh. Not out of the woods yet.
Here's a look at it on the big screen.
Nah. No way.
I don't even know if it's I don't even think it's a late hit.
I think it was kind of a nice acting job from Evan Simon.
R. Mason desperately trying to get his first sack of the year.
Let's go ahead and snap the ball, Temple. Hurry up.
It's the longest wait for a snap ever.
Yeah, snap it.
Moves the ball to the
Got
35.
a big one next week.
No.
The previous play is under further review for a potential targeting.
All right, this is a huge call.
Huge.
If R. Mason is called for targeting here, he'll have to miss the first half of the Auburn game. Huge call with 11:21 to go third quarter.
He's only our best player on defense.
Yeah, I've only saw it once, and he's kind of halfway reaching for the ball and lunging. It depends on the interpretation, and maybe I'll get a second look at it. But you hate whenever they kind of lunge forward, and it looked a little bit like that. Again, I don't even think it's a late hit. I think it's shouldn't have even been a flag on the play, but this is one of those calls that...
Here's the replay, Ted. We're watching it in the booth. It's a little too blurry there to see what happened.
They can. I'll say this: from looking at it, they can call it if they want to.
The hit that Keontez Lewis took in the first half. If that's not targeting, I don't know how there's any way this is targeting. Does that make sense?
It's definitely helmet-to-helmet contact.
But it's not malicious, egregious, like he's not launching. This is why I hate this rule.
Here's the call.
After further review, there was targeting on the play.
Gosh.
Number 32 has been disqualified.
Wow. Costly call. Remember, it happened to Michigan with their outstanding linebacker. He had to miss the first half against Oklahoma, and now the Sooners are going to be without their best pass rusher, R. Mason Thomas, for the first half next week against Auburn and for the rest of the game today, and nobody happier about that than one Jackson Arnold, I'm sure.
Dumbest rule in the sport right there.
He can stay on the sidelines, though, and it looks like he's going to.
Reviews brought to you by Noble McIntyre at McIntyre Law. Well, that'll be talked about this week. First and 10 Temple from their own 35. Tight end in motion, play action. No, but to handoff, and it's no gain. Sammy Omasigo throws down the running back. Was it Ducker? No, it was Worthy. No gain.
Nicely played. Again, a lot of misdirection happening in the backfield. Quarterback's a threat to keep it out the backside. And just following the pullers around. Defensive line not giving an inch there, and backers fitting it perfectly.
They gave him a yard. 2nd and 9 from the 36. Receiver in motion is Colin Chase. Handoff Ducker or Terez Worthy running right, nowhere to go. And he's hit by 3 Sooners at the same time in the backfield back at the 34. David Stone, the first.
Boy, with defense overloaded to the left. I thought they were going to work back to the side that they were a little light on, but they didn't. They stayed strong at the point of attack. And again, they just are absolutely dominating the line of scrimmage.
Chris, well, let's get this play. I'm interested in what R. Mason Thomas is doing, or I guess feeling down there. 3rd down and 11. Back to pass Simon. Throws short across the middle. Flag down. That's caught by Worthy for a gain out to the 43. That'll be 2 yards shy of the first. But there's a flag in the backfield.
Holding. Number 71 offense. That's a 10-yard penalty. We'll replay 3rd down.
Right now, Toby, R. Mason is kind of walking through with Ryan Foje what went wrong, kind of explaining to the freshman offensive lineman. But he's going to stay down here. He's obviously and visibly frustrated as he's selling his point of what he thought he saw on the replay. But unfortunate, and we'll kind of follow and see what R. Mason's plan here is for the second half. And I don't know, is there an appeals process for this?
Yes.
Okay, I think that's good. He is adamant that it wasn't targeting.
I would assume we're working on it right now.
From the 24 now, that backs Temple way up. 3rd down at 21. Bermudez in motion. Simon will dump it to him, running right side, 25, out of bounds at the 29. Gain of 5, way short of the first, and Temple will kick it back. The Owls are now 1 for 10 on 3rd downs today. On the season, the Sooner defense has now allowed only 5 pickups in 35 tries on 3rd down.
Really good. Really good. And it all starts up front. You know, the way we stop the run, knock the offensive line backwards, and you put those quarterbacks in a situation where 3rd and 10, 12, you can change it up on them, very difficult.
Satania, fair catch called for and taken at the 36.
I'll say this about Satania today, no doubt. He's been in a perfect position returning some of these punts, and there's been some traffic around him, and he's set up perfectly. No,
check their phone at halftime. They're going to be giddy.
Yeah, that's big. R. Mason Thomas, at least pending an appeal.
Yeah, I'm trying to be optimistic. We may win an appeal. That was an awfully weak call, guys. Jeez, it's football.
I hope we have a little bit of a stronger argument than it's football.
Well, he's just putting his hands up, and as he's running forward, his head naturally comes forward. It's not like he launched and drilled the guy in the head. That is not what I believe the targeting rule is for.
Xavier Robinson at running back. Sooners ball on their own 35, looking for their first down, second half. Pop pass Satania, running right. He's to the 40, turns it up, 1st down, 45 midfield. Swim move, still going in Temple territory inside the 40, and he's finally caught at the 37. Isaiah Satania, a big gainer.
Does he look good when he's got some space to operate or what? He is just a smooth runner.
27 yards. Sooners go tempo. Mateer, straight drop, wants to throw, has time, does across the middle, and it's knocked down. Looking for Robinson out of the backfield.
Yep, trying to hit that little check down, and there wasn't a ton of space between where Xavier Robinson was and the defensive line. Doesn't leave much opportunity for Mateer to fit that ball in.
KJ Miles, the nose guard that knocked it down.
It all stayed kind of condensed right there in a pile in front of Mateer.
Carrion playing in place of the injured Keontez Lewis. Mateer back to pass. 2nd and 10, lobs it deep down the near sideline for Carry-On. He couldn't hang on. He reached out with one hand, and it looked like he was going to haul it in, but when he went to the ground, it popped out.
I mean, tight coverage, but a great throw by Mateer. Put it in the only spot he had a chance at it and just couldn't pull it in. That would have been a highlight reel right there. And I said in the last drive, Temple's done a pretty good job in coverage downfield. They've been, we don't have a whole lot of guys running free in the secondary.
OU had 25 points in their first 4 possessions. They have 3 points in their next 5 possessions. And they face a 3rd and 10 here from the Temple 37. Mateer to pass. Has a pocket. Right side. Got a man. It's Kanik. To the 15, to the 10. Inside the 10. Tackled around the 6. It'll be 1st and goal.
And that's a rare spot where Temple decides to bring some pressure, and it opens up some green grass for Mateer to throw the football.
Sooners are in the red zone, brought to you by Pizza Hut. Let's finish this drive. The red zone sponsored by Pizza Hut, the official pizza of the Sooners. 1st and goal from the 6. Still Xavier Robinson at running back. Mateer looks back at the bench.
Little hand sign out to Carry-On. That's a big red zone target out there.
Mateer's going to throw it his way. Lob pass to the corner and incomplete. Threw it too far out in front of Carry-On.
Sooner fans in this end zone, Toby, where there's some of the family members that are here and a large faction of very vocal Sooner fans, they wanted a flag for a hold on that one. They were angry as soon as the no flag was thrown on it.
Carrion and Kanik left side of the formation. Satania and Burks right side. Robinson the back from the 6, 2nd and goal. 8:03 to go 3rd quarter. Sooners looking for their first points of the second half. Mateer's going to throw. Does. Lob. Xavier's got it to the 5. Turns it up. Stiff arm. Touchdown. Snuck it just inside the pylon. Xavier Robinson. 6 yards.
It's a lot like that play we tried to get in against Michigan down there to Blaylock. Just a little back out of the backfield into the flat. And Kanik does a good job working outside, then coming back and trying to get a piece there. But Xavier Robinson able to outrun him to the pylon.
It's a good thing Javier Morton for Temple doesn't run like Barham from Michigan.
Right.
First touchdown pass, believe it or not, for John Mateer today. And Xavier Robinson's first touchdown of the season. Extra point try for Tate Sandell is good.
Toby, let's make that our All-State good hands catch of the game. All-State, some people just know they could save hundreds on car insurance by checking Allstate first. Allstate, you're in good hands. And the touch on that, Gabe, is what impressed me. John Mateer, we saw it last week on the toss to Barnes in the 4th quarter. He's kind of got that dialed in, doesn't he?
Yeah. Nice touch. Easy. Makes it easy on those running backs. He made it easy on that big 3rd down a week ago to Javonte Barnes where he just floated it to him. Same thing right there. Very catchable ball. Not a bunch of heat on it. Just really makes it easy on Xavier Robinson, who shows some nice speed running to that pylon, guys. Xavier Robinson's a guy that was banged up throughout camp, but just from talking to a couple of guys on the staff down here before the game, they really like the way he's looked the last couple of weeks in practice, and they think he can be a guy that they turn to in the second half. You know, when maybe defenses are worn down a little bit, and you've had Barnes and Blaylock getting a lot of the carries, a lot of the action in the first half. They're looking at him and seeing if he can be kind of that closer at the running back position for this team.
Touchdowns brought to you by Air Comfort Solutions, your total home solution for plumbing, heating, air conditioning, and electrical. Make the winning call today. Tate Sandell's kickoff headed toward the 5-yard line, and a fair catch called for by Tyler Stewart. Drive summary brought to you by Fowler Automotive Group. Sooners go 6 plays, 65 yards, and $120 all passes. The touchdown, a 6-yarder to Xavier Robinson.
You know who also
Automotive Group, being friendly, helpful, honest, and fair. This is what drives us. Go ahead, Chris.
Toby, 97, Marvin Jones Jr. If you haven't had a chance to hear the plays through the calls by Toby, if you're not watching and syncing it up, then you don't know the difference maker he's been here today. T-Row, he's one of the guys every time he comes off the field that Miguel Chavis is hugging and high-fiving. He's really seemingly having himself a good day today.
Jacoby Johnson and Davon Jordan, the corners to start this drive from the 25 Temple. Handoff Ducker. Cuts it up. puts his head down and gets it out to the 29 for a gain of 4.
Yeah, and there's Marvin Jones Jr. right there playing, good technique on the front side of that play. Pauses a little bit there in case you have a quarterback keep it out the front end, then goes and helps and makes a tackle there on the interior. Nice job.
Sooners lead at 35-3 with, we hit the halfway point of the third quarter right here. 7:30 to go. 2nd down and 6, Owls. Evan Simon, the quarterback, sends Chase in motion. Simon's got it. Keeps it himself. Wants to run. Met by Kip Lewis in the hole, and he's dropped for a 1-yard loss. And Kip does himself a little strut afterwards.
Yeah, and again, a lot of cross action. You got motion in the backfield. Those linebackers, it's very difficult to ignore all of that. Read your keys. Trust your teammates to take care of any of the stuff that's going out to the outside and step up and make a good play.
Temple's sitting on 71 total yards. Remember, they scored 97 in the first 2 games. They were top 20 in the country in total offense coming into today. Back to pass Simon, rolling right, 3rd down, throws short, caught by Bermudez, and he's pushed backwards by Peyton Bowen. And it's going to be another 3rd down stop for the Sooners. They're going to give Bermudez, I think, at the line of scrimmage is all. No gain. And the Owls will punt again.
No gain. They may have even took him backwards a little bit there. Potential tackle for loss, but good job. Again, pressure on the quarterback. Has to dump it off short, and we rally up aggressively, make a good tackle there out on the perimeter.
Temple punter Dante Atten will sleep well tonight. This is his 9th punt of the day, and we are still 6 minutes to go, 3rd quarter. Isaiah Satania stands at the 30 waiting for it. Atten, line drive right down the middle of the field. It's bounding. Satania lets it go by. 35-30, 25-yard line. 24 is where it'll stop.
I've never seen a punt like that in my life.
It ends up being a 48-yard punt.
I should have.
You should have gone with Gabe and Chris on there.
I should have went and hit up one of the good joints last night.
Gabe, did you come up and get one? He may be talking to someone.
I think he did. We're monitoring, by the way, an injury situation too, Toby. Dominic Williams has made his way into the Sooner injury tent. We'll have more as hopefully good news emerges from him just jumping in the tent between possessions.
I just want to get an official count before the game ends on how many Gabe has consumed. Mateer, 1st down, handoff, Blaylock running left, has blockers to the 30, 35-yard line, outside, stiff arm 40, down the sidelines, 45, 50, and out of bounds. Torrey Blaylock had a bunch of lead blockers, and he took it for about 25.
And, we said this earlier, and Cade McIntyre in now getting some run at tight end with a really nice block. The spacing and the timing on the counter plays, the gap scheme stuff where you got the pullers rolling around has been really good today.
Did you see big Ryan Foje out front, boys?
Looks like he's about to do it again.
That puts Torrey Blaylock at 100 yards rushing today. Mateer runs it himself, 50. He's got room, 40. Watch out, it's a race. Big John down the sidelines. High stepping, 5-10, touchdown. 51-yard touchdown run, untouched. John Mateer.
Streak continues, T-Row.
9 consecutive games now, Mateer. A passing and a rushing touchdown.
You got to love that as an offensive lineman. Think that Simmons out in front whenever it's...
Someone get me the GPS reading on 66 on that play.
When there's no one, when you pull around and there's no one even to block and you just get to show the speed off down the sideline, that's the lineman's dream.
First 2 snaps from Ryan Foje and just destroying people as a puller. Really good start to 70s action.
The extra point is good. The longest run of the year for OU coming into today was a 19-yard run. They've had multiple longer than that today. In fact, they just had a 25-yarder by Blaylock before Mateer goes 51. Ted, he's had a good day. Not great, Mateer, but that's your SportsCenter highlight right there, and that's gonna be what everybody's talking about.
He had a couple of loud moments in the first half. That little scramble and throw was nice, and then the sideways jump pass was pretty cool. And, like I said earlier, the Temple defense has done a good job covering receivers up, the back half of the second quarter and then into the third quarter. And we're just going to get back. Okay, you're going to continue to stay with two shell, high safeties to where we can't really get much going deep. Fine, we'll just get back to the run game and made them pay on a couple of big chunks there.
It's not up to me, but wouldn't mind that being the last snap of John Mateer I see today.
Yeah.
Touchdowns brought to you by Air Comfort Solutions, your total home solution for plumbing, heating, air conditioning, and electrical. Make the winning call today. That was a two-play, 76-yard drive. 2 rushes, a 25-yarder by Blaylock and a 51-yarder by Mateer. Austin Welch is going to have the kickoff duties this time, and he has a nice one that'll come down at the 1. It's bobbled. It's dropped into the end zone. Touchback called for it. Now taking a knee is Stewart. And that got a little frightening. Temple will start on the 25.
Just a reminder, if you bobble it backwards into the end zone, it's a touchback. But if you secure it and then fumble it backwards, you're in a danger zone there. But I know the heart started racing there for him whenever that happened.
That drive buoyed OU's rushing totals today. They now have 166 rushing yards on the day. 42-3 Sooners with 5:04 to go in the third. Omarion Robinson, the freshman, in at safety for the first time. Temple from the 25. Still Evan Simon, the quarterback. He's going to hand it off. Worthy cuts it up down to the 28. 3-yard gain. Sammy Omosigo, the tackle.
Marion Robinson, I'm pretty confident saying that this kid is going to be a special player. True freshman out there, incredibly aggressive, great ball skills in coverage. He'll come up and pop you, which all of our safeties, I mean, that's the one thing about that safety group. They all bring the wood whenever they're coming up to tackle.
Second down at 7. Tight end in motion. Simon, play action. Rolls left, throws deep down the far sideline. A back shoulder throw looking for Peter Clark, the tight end. But perfect coverage by Owen Heineke, and it's incomplete.
That's how you want it. Good pressure on the boot pass. We get all of the crossers coming out. Marvin Jones Jr. knocks one of the late crossers, shallow crossers off his route. Nowhere to go with the football. Heineke in perfect position down the field.
Well, here's another third down. Temple 1 of 11 today. Sooners showing pressure. 4 wide receivers set. Now the back is sent out as well. Simon, back to pass. Throw is knocked down. Sammy Omosigo got a mid on it. And they're 1 for 12 on third downs.
Guys, I would like to note that Michael Hawkins Jr. looks like a guy that's about to go in the football game.
Okay.
He was having a chat with Arbuckle. Would expect to see some new guys, 2 or 3 different guys subbed in and out on the offensive line as well.
Looks like Eddie Pierre-Louis standing there, maybe ready to go in.
Luke Baklenko ready to go in.
Here's the punt from Atten, and he just kicked it right out of bounds.
4.
It was caught over there. Who caught that? They're celebrating on the sideline, the Sooner sideline. I mean, a line drive right, almost like he intentionally punted it into the Sooner bench.
Caught that one off the hosel there.
The punt game for Temple has been...
Look where they're spotting this ball, at the 48. That's about 10 yards off.
It's the 40.
They spotted the ball, at least 5 yards off.
In their defense, it was so bad that they didn't have anyone in an area, because the guy that usually spots the out of bounds is way back here, and they kind of do the little angle drill. But
well, the guy who caught it out of bounds was at the 45.
Hey, I'm with you.
It is 42-3. I'm not complaining. Here's Michael Hawkins at quarterback for the first time this year. 4 wides. The back is Xavier Robinson. Hawkins has it. He'll run it himself left. Bounced it outside, turns it up 45, takes a hit and banged out of bounds around the 42, 43-yard line.
Nice. Now, I'll tell you, watching Mike Hawkins through spring and through training camp, he has hit a different gear. He looks like a totally different player, way more comfortable. I think his release and his accuracy has taken a couple of notches up. He's been really good.
We'll set the offensive line for you, in fact. We got Howland at left tackle, Eddie Pierre-Louis left guard. Here's the snap to Hawkins. Steps up, he'll run it again. 40, 35, veers right to the 30. Breaks another tackle, caught at the 27-yard line. That was not could have been a called quarterback run. Didn't look like it was to me, but a good gainer. 15 yards.
He pulled that sucker down and took off, and he's got good enough speed that he splits the defense in a hurry. We saw that last year at Auburn.
An owl hobbled off the field. Jake Michael is still at center. Ryan Foje right guard. And it is Luke Baklinko at right tackle now. So 2 Michael Hawkins runs has taken it to the Temple 28. Hawkins has the football. Handoff Xavier Robinson looking for a hole, and he slips and falls. And he got 1 to the 27. Looked like his feet went out from under him there. 2:54 to go in the third.
Heavy dose of that counter play, and Foje pulling around. Not as clean of a picture for him this time, but a good job sifting all the way down, reading it out, trying to find some work on the perimeter.
Jermichael Carter and Zion Kearney split stacked wide right. Elijah Thomas in the game at wide receiver. Hawkins back to pass, looks in zone, lets it fly. It is up in the air and incomplete. Looking for Zion Kearney on the second Ian Temple. And it looked like it hit off the helmet of the Owl defender.
Yeah, a good ball. Let your guys go make a play there. Competitive. A little bit too far to the inside. Want to put that one a little bit, maybe a yard and a half further outside on the sideline and give your guys some space to separate and make that play.
Third down and call it 10. 2:27 to go in the third.
Temple's going to probably rush 3 again. That's where they've had a lot of success, putting a lot of guys back in coverage.
McIntyre in motion. They do bring 3. Hawkins got away. Now he can't. He's wrapped up and dropped for a loss. A sack. Sekou Chroma back at the 35. This would be
that's
another
all
long
Cameron Stewart, though, coming off that left edge, Ted. That's a handful of snaps now where Logan Howland has had some trouble with Stewart.
I'm telling you, he's one of those guys with what their schedule looks like. He's already got 3 sacks. That may be a 12 or 15 sack player this year.
Wouldn't surprise me at all if he ends up leading the American Conference in sacks.
52-yard try. This is not Tate Sandell. This is Austin Welch. Sooners looking for their second 52-yarder of the day from 2 different kickers. Snap back, hold down, kick is away. It's got the distance. It is no good.
Pulled it just a touch, it looked like.
And with 1:36 to go in the third, the Sooners will give it back to the Owls. 2 things to tease in the fourth quarter in a blowout game. I would think maybe we could tap into Ted's bird knowledge in the fourth. But also, when we head to the fourth, Chris is going to have a special guest that there's been a lot of hubbub in Philly the last 24 hours about this game, and it didn't have to do with the guys playing football. It was about the band that's representing Oklahoma here, and so I think you're going to want to hear this interview. James Nesta and Taylor Hyman at linebacker here. Temple from their own 35, trailing 42-3. Handoff goes to Worthy, able to trip his way across the 35 and fall forward to the 37.
Heim coming up and making the play there. I like this kid a lot. 6'6", a lot of range, moves really well for as tall as he is. That's a tough play. You know, whenever the line is crashing down and creates a lot of space there on the edge for you to make the tackle, you just got to force him, close off the inside, make him go out and close the distance.
2nd and 7. Handoff Worthy over the left side, up into the 40. Taylor Heim, Bethany High School product in the Oklahoma City area. It'll be 3rd down and 5.
Another good job just reading this out, trailing the running back. You know where your gap is. Don't commit to it too early, but keep good inside-out position on that running back. Come over and make a play.
I still can't help but look at him and go, man, I'd like to see a few snaps, just a few snaps of him at tight end, just a couple.
Yeah, he's athletic now.
4 wides on 3rd and 5. Simon asks for the football. He's got it. Looks left, throws left, reaching catch by Chase, and he's got the first down. He bounced off of Reggie Powers and was able to turn it up for a yard. Just the second 3rd down pickup today for Temple.
You know, and this is where you see why yardage matters. You go all the way back to the first down play. We got a free player. Heim's there to make the play. And as he gets more experienced, he'll get better. But if you go make that flush tackle, close the distance, work to your help and get a flush tackle for, 1 yard, 2 yard gain instead of
St. Joseph's University's Jesuit values that we're just trying to live up to.
Hey, just real quick, how cool has it been to see these Sooner fans down here supporting you the whole time?
This entire week has been an amazing experience with the Sooner fans. I have had emails, Instagram messages, all sorts of communications from people I've never met before saying thank you, saying we can't wait to hear you. You sounded great. This is such a supportive community. It's great to be a part of it.
Thanks, man.
My pleasure. Thank you.
That's tremendous. First snap of the 4th quarter is a handoff to Terez Worthy. He's met in the backfield trying to get away. Does. Broke the line of scrimmage somehow and took it forward to the 48. He was very positive about that. He has a great attitude, the St. Joe's band director. It has been, I'm sure he got a lot of contact, emails and otherwise, of people saying this is great. He also probably got a whole lot of contact of people not very happy with him because the Temple fan base, media, and everything is pretty disgusted by it, but I think it's pretty cool. 2nd down and 7 for Temple from the OU 48-yard line. Still Evan Simon at quarterback for them. He's back to pass.
Nice rush.
Under pressure. Got out of it. Simon rolling right. Going to run it himself to the 50, to the OU 45 and out of bounds. He's got the first down. Stepped out at the 44.
Taylor Wine had a really nice little swipe rush coming around the left edge and beat that right tackle. Had an opportunity at the quarterback in a dangerous play. He and PJ both beat their guys, and the quarterback stepped up and had an ugly collision between those two guys, but they're both okay.
Temple in Sooner territory, one of the rare trips today. Trips left. Worthy the back. They're going to hand it to him. Runs right. Slung
Nice
down in the
play.
backfield. Just grabbed and thrown down by James Nesta for a loss.
That's what a pitcher looks like on the football field, I guess. Aggressive, comes in, pressing the line of scrimmage. He's made some big strides as well. They're starting to, the familiar faces at linebacker at the inside spot that we rotate through. We know what those guys can do, but with Nesta, with Heim, they're starting to develop some good depth even further down the depth chart.
Freshman Trent Wilson in the game, a defensive tackle for OU. 2nd down and 12 from the 46 of the Sooners. Simon back to pass. Does out to the right, caught by Chase, wrapped up immediately. Nice. Davon Jordan, short gain.
Good feet coming up, make a good secure tackle, just a catch tackle, not a lot of space there. And I know he's trying to get him down to the ground. He knows Boganowski's coming to lay the hammer.
3rd down and 8. 12:40 to go in the game. Oklahoma leads at 42-3.
Seen some good stuff on the edge from PJ. He and Taylor Wine on the opposite side. I think one of those guys is about to get home.
Owls go empty. Got to get it to the Sooner 34 for a first down. Simon to throw. Quick throw underneath. Circling Bermudez. Trying to get to the far sideline. Got away, and he's got the first down out of bounds. That was a circuitous route to get there, but he did. And he stepped out at the 34.
Boy, Nesta had him. It was in a good spot, but he was able to lose so much ground, give up ground to get back around, and you had some good pursuit from the inside out. I thought Taylor Wine was going to have a chance at him, but not quite fast enough.
Redshirt freshman Wyatt Gilmore in to rush the passer here. 1st and 10 Owls from the 33 of the Sooners. They go empty again. Simon to throw. Looks right, under pressure. Rolls right, pump fake. He'll run it himself, and he takes a shot. Marvin Jones came up and planted him after a gain of 1.
Really good job. We had a good interior rush, And you saw Marvin Jones had dropped out just a three-man rush and put a good pressure, forced the quarterback out. We stay back in coverage, and as soon as he presses that line of scrimmage, Marvin Jones comes up and attacks it. And I don't think the quarterback was expecting that because he took a shot.
Temple has just now gone over 100 yards on the day as a team.
Well, they keep putting us out in empty. BV's about to say, all right, I'm going to bring the pressure.
Ooh, near an interception there. Simon intended for Bermudez. Reggie Powers was the closest guy to it. It'll be third down.
That's one of those where it was such a weird throw to Powers. He looked like a catcher that got crossed up there. He didn't know what to do with it.
You referenced Nesta. For those who don't know, James Nesta, a pitcher, a relief pitcher on the OU baseball team. So between Nesta making that tackle for loss and Bobby Witt Jr. here today, big day for OU baseball. We have not seen Taylor Tatum.
Here comes the heat.
Sooners have everybody up on the line. Third and long, back to pass, under pressure. Simon, he's planted. Ball's loose.
Sack fumble.
I think Temple got back on top of it. They did. An opportunity for the first turnover of the year right there. Wyatt Gilmore got the sack and jarred the football loose. But Temple got back on top of it.
I knew that was coming. Enough of this empty, spreading us out. We've got some down roster guys in. Venable said, okay, well, here comes the heat.
Looks like they're going to go for it. Fourth and long. What's the delay here?
Making sure it was a fumble, making sure it was a recovery.
Nobody's challenged this. Oh, he's going to use a timeout. Okay.
Yeah.
Head coach Casey Keeler just letting the clock run down.
Timeout.
He'll take a timeout.
Simple.
Let's use this opportunity to pause 10 seconds for station ID. This is Sooner football from Learfield.
Hopefully, when you start thinking about next week, and we'll see what happens with undoubtedly we will appeal R. Mason Thomas's targeting call. We'll see what comes of that, but you don't want to see one of your other starting edges go into the injury tent.
He came out of the injury tent, put his helmet on, moving around pretty well. Good to see Marvin Jones Jr. And big hug for Wyatt Gilmore from his position coach Miguel Chavis. Huge embrace after his first career sack. Toby?
Yeah, R. Mason just came up and gave him a big hug as well. Here's another punt for Atten, trying to pin it deep. Satania lets it, he takes it at the 7, maybe the 8. Fair catch. And with 10:08 to go, Oklahoma will start there.
Toby, it does. I just want to follow up on Marvin Jones Jr. because he was in there for a bit, but he came out, he's smiling and laughing with Wyatt Gilmore right now.
21 all, 3.5 minutes to go in Atlanta. Auburn up on South Alabama 31-15 early fourth. Missouri 38-10 lead on Louisiana early third. Bama has already finished off Wisconsin 38-14. And Michigan put 63 on the Chippewas today. They beat Central Michigan 63-3. In fact, Sharon Moore might have got after his guys this week, Ted.
Yeah, I'm sure it felt like batting practice going against Central Michigan after facing Oklahoma's D-line.
Sooners take over with Michael Hawkins at quarterback from their own 8-yard line. Xavier Robinson, the running back. Zion Reagan's in the game. First snap of the season for OU. He's at wideout. We're still playing music very loudly for some reason. Hawkins going to throw. He lobs one down the near sideline. Jermichael Carter, the intended receiver. But it's too far out in front of him. Incomplete.
I like it. Good ball there. We haven't had a whole lot of opportunities because of coverage to really push the ball down the field. And, with being backed up and having the second unit in, Temple trying to get a little more aggressive on defense. Looks like another single high look.
Pistol formation on 2nd and 10. Zion Reagan's used a lot last year in the game for the first time this season. Handoff Xavier Robinson, left side, flag down, no gain. This is in the area of offensive holding.
Holding, 71, offense, half the distance to the goal. Second down.
Let's see if they accept that or not. It'll be 3rd and 10 if they don't. It'll be 2nd and 14 if they do.
The holding foul has been declined. It will be 3rd down.
They're down in 10. Going to be interesting, Ted, to see what Temple does in the American Conference this year. Casey Keeler, today aside, he's obviously doing some pretty good things here.
Yeah, they're up against a really good football team, and I haven't changed my opinion of them after watching today. I think they're going to do some good things. Yeah, what does this year look like? I'm not sure, but in the future, I think over the next 2-3 years, they're going to win a bunch of football games.
Hawkins steps up. He's going to try to run for it. Got to get 10 yards, and he's tripped up at the 10. If he could have got away from Javant Brown, he might have had a chance, but he grabbed him by the ankle. And Oklahoma's going to have to punt.
That's actually a really nice play. Coming from depth there, we know Hawkins can run, and just being able to lunge and scoop that leg and clip it.
Sooners' fourth punt of the day.
Had a couple of really nice hits, and it's a good opportunity to show what you got. Try and flip the field position and put your defense in a good spot. Like, you want to continue to win these situational opportunities here.
Play clock down to 2. They got the snap back to Grayson Miller just in time. And a driving, booming punt down the near sideline, backpedaling, caught by Bermudez at the 35. He sets up and goes forward, and he's pushed out of bounds around the 43.
Lost our lanes a little bit there because of how deep that punt was, but give your guys a really good opportunity.
We will ask more questions, folks. Okay. Temple's got a backup quarterback, Giovanni McCoy, in the game. He was the freshman of the year in the FCS at Idaho. Went to Oregon State, started 8 games for them last year, now at Temple. Hands it off to Hunter Smith over the left side. A short gain from the 43 to the 45.
Boganowski coming up, making a big hit. His ratio remains 1-to-1 tackle to huge hit.
Second down and 8. Sooners still yet to force a turnover on the season. Had a chance on the last possession on the Wyatt Gilmore sack. McCoy out of the shotgun. 2nd and 8. Sends a man in motion. And there's a collision in the backfield. I don't know if McCoy wanted to hand it off to Ian Stewart or not, but it didn't matter because there were 3 white jerseys there. And it's a sack, and P.J. Adebawore is up slow.
Yeah, he laid the big hit on the receiver coming across that took the fake and, kind of caught him on the front part of that shoulder. Pretty big hit there, but there was no right answer on that one. We had everyone in the backfield, and everyone got smoked.
It'll be 3rd and 11. The Owls 3 of 15 today. On 3rd down. Let's see if they let McCoy put it in the air. Sooners showing pressure, and they bring it. McCoy throws it out to the right. It's caught, but just for a gain of a yard or 2. It looked like Davon Jordan might be able to get there and pick it off as the ball hung in the air for a while.
Well, McCoy had seen that from the sideline enough to know that's a hot potato. I'm getting rid of that thing as soon as you snap it to me. And the secondary able to jump those short routes knowing the ball's coming out quick.
Tell me more about the intelligence of the Crow.
For Oklahoma,
they
number
make
13
tools.
is checking in as number 91.
They make tools.
Make tools?
Kind of tools.
Kind
of tools does a Crow use?
I've seen one they made a hook out of a piece of wire to get a piece of food, which is pretty cool. And they do that. They replicate it over and over.
Satania with a catch at the 16-yard line. Is that why we always say as the crow flies? Because they're smart?
Not sure.
Okay.
Don't know the origin story of that phrase, but I know that they are very smart.
I feel like we should have sports teams named the Crows. I mean, these are amazing. We got Owls, we got Eagles, we got
Ravens.
Cardinals and Ravens. Why isn't anybody called the Crows?
Too dark.
It just
too ominous.
Yeah, it doesn't sound. Doesn't sound great, I guess.
Huh. So you're claiming the Crow is the smartest bird?
I'm not claiming it. It just is.
It's fact.
It's fact.
Jaden Ott in the game at running back. How about this? 6:40 to go. And they will hand him. Nope. Yeah, they will. Over the left side. Breaks through a tackle out to the 20. got about 5. Well, the talking point has not and probably will not go away on what's the deal with Jaden Ott. He's playing, so he's not hurt, but he did not play until this game is well put to bed.
I mean, I think at this point it's clear he's being outplayed in practice by the other guys.
It's got to be, right?
Got to be. I mean, that's it.
Pop pass. It's Elijah Thomas' first touch of the year to the 25. Push sideways there. That'll be close to a first down.
And that might be why right there. I mean, he's the lead blocker on this jet sweep play and has an opportunity to get out on the edge and secure it, and doesn't end up getting a block on anybody. If he secures that edge, probably able to turn that up for a first down or a bigger chunk anyways.
I mean, flat out, Torrey Blaylock's won the starting running back job.
Oh, he looks great.
100 yards rushing today and 2 touchdowns. Going to hand it to Ott again here on first down. Breaks through the line of scrimmage. Popped at the 29. Got about 3.
I would like to see us get Ott out in space. Oh, no. Oh, come on.
What you got?
Jake Michaela got rolled up. Troy Everett not on the trip.
He's up, but it's smarting a bit. Michaela. You said Fabechi Wiwu would be the backup today, right?
I believe so.
Michael is staying in the game. 2nd and 7. Pistol formation. Josiah Martin in the game at wideout. They hand it to Ott, running right, looking for a hole. Bounced it outside. Dropped at the line of scrimmage. No
Guys,
gain.
Michaela looks hurt. He's really hobbling out there. Another very significant development when you think about what's looming next week.
We've had many in this second half.
Zion Reagans, Elijah Thomas, Josiah Martin out there for the Sooners. Will Huggins as well. 3rd down and 7. Down to 4 minutes to play. From their own 29-yard line. Back to pass, Michael Hawkins. Looks right, looks back left. He's going to zing it down the far sideline looking for Elijah Thomas. He's being dragged down. Flags fly. P.I. There's the freshman from Shakota.
11. That's a 15-yard penalty and an automatic first down.
That's his specialty. If he's not interfered with here, he probably is able to steer over and make that play. I mean, I've seen that exact play, I feel like, in practice 3 or 4 times where he lays out and able to bring that ball in.
That'll move the ball to the 44, and probably getting close to time that the Sooners are going to just try to run this thing out. But in a shotgun, Michael Hawkins here. Takes the football and hands it off. Jaden Ott able to maneuver his way forward for a gain of 3 to the 43. Give him 4. Excuse me, to the 48. It is an odd development. Everybody's talked about it. I'm not going to harp on it, but there was a lot of fanfare when Jaden Ott was brought to OU, and now he's being brought out of the game and kind of gave a head tilt like he wasn't real happy about it. Xavier Robinson in for him. So whether it's performance or something else, Jaden Ott is not the starting running back at OU and is yet to make any kind of impact. Handoff Robinson, waits for blockers, bursts forward, 45, stiff arm, 40-yard line, and he's into Al territory, down to the 38.
That's the thing that you go back to last year that Xavier Robinson started to get a really good feel for. He's just got this little patience, sidestep, waits for those pullers to get around, cuts back to the inside or the outside. That time it was an inside move, and he's able to dance through tacklers and just has a good stride to him.
28th first down today for OU. We're 2:40 to play. Sooners 6 yards away from 500 on the day. From the Temple 38, Hawkins has it. Handoff Robinson. Runs through traffic in the backfield and takes it forward for 1. Well, we'll talk about it in the postgame, but this has been impressive today, Ted.
Yeah, I think a I mean, given all the danger areas coming into this game because of the situation where the game fell, we came out to a hot start, offense, up tempo, right down the field. After your defense gets an opening 3 and out, and you pile it on in the first half, and it settled in offensively a little bit. Temple unwilling to give you a whole lot of looks to push the ball down the field, but ran the ball really good. Defense. Defensive line continues to be fantastic, so I'd say all around really good.
200 on a Temple team like this it's impressive when you consider all the circumstances, guys. I'm really proud of the way that this team has played today.
2 minutes to go. They're at the Temple 37. Gunnar Allen in the game at center.
One possession too late.
Xavier Robinson, the running back, and they're going to, it's fumbled in the backfield by Michael Hawkins, who faked the handoff, but he falls back on top of it for a loss back at the 41.
Toby, I've been watching Jake Michla. He hasn't really talked to the athletic trainers much. Just got a little wince in his walk, but he's bumping teammates right now, has a smile on his face, so hopefully it's nothing too major at all.
We've all had a little wince in our walk from time to time.
It happens.
Yeah. I have in front of me, according to azanimals.com, the 9 smartest birds in the world. I won't hit them all. Number 6 is the raven. Number 4 is the red-billed cough. 3 is the rook. The countdown continues after this play. Michael Hawkins up the middle. Bounces left. 35, head and shoulder fake to the 30. Pulling defenders to the 26. He's got a first down on a 15-yard run with 1:10 to play. Second smartest bird in the world is the woodpecker. How about that?
I don't know. Slamming your face into a tree over and over doesn't sound very smart to me.
Ted, that's what you did for years. It's just
True.
you did it as a linebacker.
That's why I say that.
From the 26, 1st and 10.
I'd like to circle back to the discussion about as the crow flies. Am I crazy? I've thought my entire life that just meant like the shortest route between two things.
It does. Straight line.
Okay.
Yeah.
I was really worried I'd had that wrong my entire life when you talked about it earlier.
Robinson left side, good run, barreling down to the 17, which should be the final play of the day. Sooners over 500 yards. According to azanimals.com, the smartest bird in the world is the crow.
Eddie was right again?
That'll do it. The Sooners are going to go shake hands with the Owls, who didn't crack the top 9. Brent Venables brought his guys to the city of brotherly love today, and they dropped the hammer on Temple. Final score, Oklahoma 42 and Temple 3. And the Sooners are 3-0. The postgame show is next. This is Sooner Football from Learfield.